I mean, I hope that my thought process earlier made sense in regards to the prom, but I have just been noticing lately, and I don't know why I've been noticing it lately, the competitiveness in women, like in trying to like be different, the different woman. And like it it happens to like the best of us. You get what I'm saying? But like I
Mhm.
intentionally try to not do that when I notice myself doing it, like othering myself. And I have thought about it. I'm like, should we be competitive in that way? And like the answer that I've come up with is no, I don't think so. I think that like in being competitive in that way too, let's say you do want a man, right? Because I date, whatever. Um, it only shows desperation, which to me makes you prime for manipulation. When like a man can sense like your level or gauge your level of desperation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Back when we did the narcissistic traits, that you gotta like keep that in check because the way that people manipulate you is through your own insecurities. So like when it comes to like, trying to be better than somebody, when it comes to trying to assert dominance over somebody, like all the ways that we try to like you said, make yourself unique and stand out and like mask essentially, it makes you prime for manipulation because the whole time you're like, well, are people buying it? Are people believing it? And yeah, if somebody come by
Right.
and say, oh yeah, you different, that's going to make you feel some type of way. That's why flattery is something that comes across as charming when
Right.
honestly like flattery is a red fucking flag. Like that's why I'm like, well, once somebody start like validating, especially you specifically, and not like the effort that went into something, or isolating you from other people, then yeah, you should be like engaged. Like, well, hold up, what the fuck going on? But if you're in a mindset of always competing with people, you're not going to be able to catch it because that's already what you've been thinking. If that makes sense.
Yeah. And I think that like, oh, who's that East? Oh, hey East. Um, I was like, who at the door? Oh, it's okay, baby. I was like, who at the door? Oh. I just think that like competing, I don't know. I think like, damn, you just said something. I think that, mm, fuck it, I lost it. Y'all know how I get. It'll come back.
Yeah, that's why. But that's fine. Even when we like talking about pick me's, right? It's uncomfortable, but I gotta be honest. I'm a pick me too. I ain't no different. Like I done did some shit. I will do some shit. I'm gonna say some
Hmm.
shit. Some stuff you realize afterwards to be like, oh no, I ain't like that. That wouldn't be me. That I like, oh, that's how everybody else, I would never do. No, I'm gonna say some dumb shit. I'm gonna stutter over my words. I'm not gonna make sense sometimes. Like shit happen to all of us. But like I do agree with you when you be like the competition is detrimental because not only is it like because if you win, now what? Now if you win the competition, what does that mean and what does that look like? And how does that not isolate you? That's how
And
I
it's
was saying. Like,
automatically, oh, go ahead,
go
sorry.
ahead.
I was just gonna say
No,
it's
you good.
automatically putting the man in the prize position, and that in it itself is detrimental. Like, no, I don't think any man is the prize, not even like fucking Drake. Like, nigga, you ain't the fucking prize. I don't give a shit. Like, y'all are terrible people. You supposed to be proving to me that you are the least terrible person in order for me to fuck with you, you know?
But yeah, think of it like this: like when you, first of all, you make this man a prize. Again, that's why I said that shit is individualistic. Because what does it do for other people? Now you got this prized possession that you put on a pedestal, and now you have like anxiety about the thought that this prize would turn away from you or leave you. So now you have desperation trying to capture and keep your prized possession. Like it's detrimental all the way around.
What is going on today? Why are the weirdos coming up?
What's up with the name calling?
What you want to say about the prompt?
All right, no name calling. Is that clear?
What do you want to say about the prompt?
I said you have to agree to the rules. No name calling, and you have to be respectful.
All right, bye,
Not
bitch.
if
To fuck. Y'all niggas is
Who the
weird.
fuck do
Let me.
Charles think he is?
That's what I say. Like when I had did a deep dive on all the ways that men, or at least some of the ways that men like try to exert dominance, even on panels and stuff. And I think it's interesting how like blatantly clear how fragile they are. And like it's just interesting because the day I did it, that dude had got stuck. Remember,
Yeah.
because they can't, like if they feel like they didn't save face, they can't just walk away. They'll be crashing out for months. For months. That's why that teeth nigga still here. And that's why he's trying to like exert dominance on the panel. He need a safe space to feel like a man. You're not gonna get that shit over here. But the interesting thing is, even if they come and they get dropped, that seems like a victory to them because in their mind, oh, I made you like cast me out or something. When the reality is you don't have no boundaries or self respect for yourself.
I agree. A lot of them don't have any respect for themselves.
Mm-mm, no. And also too, this is the only way that they could get the small victories. You know what I mean? So they can't really they don't have a lot of wins in real life. So they end up, you
Mm,
know what I mean? So they end up trying
yeah.
to take the just the smallest victory that they can, and even if it looks like getting dropped on a panel full of women, um, that's you know what I mean? That's a victory to them, and that's why whenever like a men get up here, I'm like, yeah, I could tell, like we can tell when a man is a loser in real life. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah.
It's why you get that I don't do early morning lives no more, but when I used to do early morning lives between like 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, when they all getting ready for work, they trying to get their shit off before work. And then later in the evening, like when it's time to get off, that's when like they trying to get their shit off from the day because like they feel like they submitted work and they wonder like if there's no woman at home they can terrorize, they gonna find someone on the internet, anything for attention. Which
They
should show
do.
you how miserable. Think about how miserable you have to be though. Like it's not just letting off steam. You have to exert authority. Like you're trying to like dominate, and without that domination, you feel like you about to unalive yourself. Like y'all motherfuckers is like real close to that line. It's very crazy. Like for him to come up here and be like, "Well, you can't do this." It just reminded me when the guy he was like, "Hey guys," he was like, well, you know, the first person to use profanity has to it loses." And then he just was
Lord.
like, I don't give a fuck. And the way he said it was so crazy. He was like, I guess I lost. Like he just been going through.
Jesus. Look, I don't
Lynn,
know.
was you here for that guy?
No,
Oh
I
my god, it was
wasn't. He
so
I
sounds
clipped it. I gotta put that
insane.
on YouTube. That shit is hilarious.
I just, this is the thing. I think that, like, if I were to give the men any advice, like, which I hate you all, but like, sometimes I like you, so I guess I'll be nice. Um, Decenter require like wanting everybody to respect you, like trying to force people to respect you. It's not respectful. It's counterintuitive or it's counterproductive, actually, should I say. Trying to force people to respect you is a sign that you don't respect yourself, and people are not going to respect you if you don't respect yourself. What you really should do is like remove your presence and your energy from people who don't respect you. I'm not going to try to force you to respect me because that's giving you energy. And
But
that's
that's how
like
you know it's not
disrespectful to
natural.
myself. Yeah. They'd be like, why can't we respect each other? We need to respect each other. You need to respect me. Respect, respect, respect. I can tell you're not a motherfucker who really get respect in real life because people should respect you based off of you. And if they don't get access to you. Like, why am I gonna force a nigga or a woman or someone to respect me? I'm not. You just don't get access to me. Am I right?
No, it comes from like that's what I'm saying. It's coming from an insecurity because it's like the way you speaking of it is if somebody has control of it. You, but
Mm,
the action, the way it plays out, because they have no control about it, and that's what happens when you repress, and you don't process anything. One, you don't even have the self awareness to really understand what's going on. Like, um, and they're delusional. Sometimes, like when these dudes be like, "I'm cooking y'all," they be serious. They really thinking they winning, even though they sound like a complete fool. At the end of the day, it's like it. it I would never want to be a man, but it would be very interesting to see how a man sees this world. Like in a man's mindset, like they see it like, oh, we conquer these bitches, we dominating this shit, and they want it so bad, and it's so interesting to see on the outside looking in.
it's gross. Honestly, I'm gonna like, and I be trying to tell
Oh,
them, but they don't
um,
believe me. Like, we can see, like Ish just said, like it's very evident the men who really got it like that in real life versus doesn't. For real.
yeah, that's why I like when, because whenever you remember when you were talking about Plato's allegory of the cave, and when you
Mhm.
like tried to when you put it as in the worldview, like the male worldview, I actually had to go back and read it because I was like, what is Sarah talking about? Like because I understood it on a different level, but trying to but when I watched, like if y'all go on YouTube and watch the animation of Plato's allegory of the cave, these men are in a cave. They're chained to a cave. And when we're trying to like explain to them like higher understanding and empathy, it's like they really genuinely cannot conceive it. And that I think that's changed my worldview on like why I specifically stopped talking to men as well. Like I don't think that there's any point ever trying to teach or explain anything to a man because like you're talking to a person that doesn't conceptualize sunlight and shadows and trees and birds and shit like that. You're talking to a person that's lived their life viewing shadows on a cave wall. You can't explain what it's like to feel the sunshine on your face or feel a breeze in your hair. Like these men live in such a small world that is like if they weren't so dangerous, I would feel sorry for them. If they weren't trying to force
The
everybody
contradiction.
into
Hold up, the dude talking about what the fuck she's talking about and not getting the irony of that is crazy.
Crazy. Fucking
exactly.
crazy.
What the fuck am I talking about? Exactly.
Nah, you was cooking. You was cooking. In the
But
words of the man.
the problem is that I think that I would feel sorry for them if they weren't trying to pull us into the cave with them. And it's like,
Oof.
you know what
Oof.
I'm saying?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I wanted to point out too, like, I read this book. It's called The Seat of the Soul. It's by Gary Zukav. And it was one of the like top books on like Oprah's like book club, like Oprah loved this book, whatever. So anyway, in the book, he says that the only power that is worth having and the most powerful power a person can have, and East favorite author Robert Greene have also said this. I'm fucking with you, East. I know how you feel about Robert Greene.
Don't do me.
Each favorite author has said this too. The only power worth having is the power over oneself. Like if you can't master yourself, then like you're a weak person. You don't really have power. Like external power is not real. It's not real. The only power that's real is the power you have over yourself and the things that you can do and control. That's why I don't give a fuck. Like people really think it's a farce, but I train myself every day to not give a fuck like about external and shit like that. Like I'm not trying to control anyone. Like if a man ain't fucking with me, he not fucking with me. I'm not trying to get every man to like me or any man to like me. Fuck with it or not. I'm that's external. There's nothing I can do about the external. There's only things I can do about myself. Like, so trying to force like somebody to respect you, like I said, is giving away your power, which means you're powerless.
And the thing that helped me with that was understanding that everybody has insecurities, because once you understand that, you kind of reevaluate, why am I putting this other person's thoughts, who have their own shit they're dealing with, why do I give a fuck about their thoughts over mine? I don't know, that for me helped shift my perspective, because it's like I'm so, because I think when you live in that type of mindset, and I could say that like as a child, like when you have that, what is that, object permanence, you can't see outside of yourself, and it's like, oh, I'm worried about this, did I say this, and how did I do this or whatever, and you don't realize the other person has their own worldview and they hyperfixate on their own behavior. So once you realize that, it's like, okay, why the fuck am I worried about what you think, and you need to deal with your own shit. I don't know, just like the separation of us, like it's, you could be communal in the sense of collectively we can have goals, but individual in the sense of like I am my own independent self. Question for y'all, why do y'all think that even though it said pick me behaviors, people struggle with separating the behavior from the people?
I think it's
It's
because
because
we
what I was saying. Go ahead, you first.
simply because we've already solidified it as a slur against women. You know, I think it's
No,
oh,
I
oh,
disagree.
okay.
I'm
Well,
sorry,
you
friend.
could.
I love you, but I disagree.
Okay, you could disagree when I'm done. I'm gonna I'm gonna just say I think it's because it's so easier, the slur, like it's a slur against women, and it's so easier to pick apart, like it being levied against women. The slur embodies the woman is the slur, and the slur is the woman. So it's hard to differentiate the slur from the woman, because every, like, if we're talking, if it would have said bitch behavior is dangerous because it trains women to blah 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 blah, we're men can be bitches too. You know what I mean? But the slur is for women. Now, if it would have said, well, not even masculine behavior, it's hard. It's just harder to pull the slurs. The men are not their slurs. You know what I mean? They are not the slur. They can be. That's why they're able to other themselves so easy. Like they're able to be like, well, no, that's not a man. That's a boy. That's not a boy. That's a fuck nigga. That's not a fuck nigga. That's a hoe.
Ooh, that
Like,
gets sick,
you see
niggas.
what I'm saying? So it's like,
Hmm.
it's, they have so many. They're never what the slur is, but women, we're all the same. That's why whenever the pick me girls get up here and they're like, and look, I just did it now. Whenever the pick me girls up here, they're like, but no, I'm different. It's like, but not in the eyes of a man. You will never be different than in the eyes of a man. But that's why I think.
To the self-awareness though. Go ahead, Blair.
I think it's because the prompt itself embodies the reason why they do it. And it goes back to what I was saying earlier because of the competitiveness. Like women have this insatiable, like it's this unquenchable thirst to other themselves because they've been tricked into competing for the attention of men. And for they, like women get high off of what is that thing you just called it, Tara? When men like flattery. So a man saying
Mm.
like, "Ooh, you got the golden coochie. You the type of woman. Ooh, you can cook the best. You the type of woman.
Miss
Oh my God,
Cool shit.
God damn, you got. Oh my God." And the pick me is just another way to do it. A pick me is another way to do it. Like every woman want to be the good woman. They want to be the good woman, the best woman, the woman who take care of her kids the most, the woman who, ooh, her husband, oh my God, like top tier type shit, you know?
Yeah. Um, Nasty Teeth, you're not coming up here.
Get out of here, nasty teeth. Leave us alone.
Go
Um,
on, get.
But
also, Also, too, I think the reason why men were, I can understand why women, you're right, Lynn, I could see why women were having a hard time, but I think the reason why men were trying to keep the embodiment of pick me on the person was because it also allows them to triangulate. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
the girl that was up here, she was obviously a pick me. Um, she was like, but you see that, but that's a good woman. See, that's a good woman. Like they're trying to still enforce that a pick me is a good thing to be. You're supposed to want our validation. You have to want the validation because that what makes you a good woman.
It makes us easy prey.
Right.
Being susceptible to um flattery and validation makes us easy prey, if I'm being honest. Like got her if she is, okay with like being othered by a man. No, no, I'm the same. This lady earlier on Franklin panel called me a broke bitch. She was okay. She was like, you must be broke and you must like have to you must fuck a weird nigga for some money. And at first I was like, nah, and then I was like, you know what, you got it, lady. Yep, sure would, because she she was like, oh, I think a woman who would like go to the club and let a man expect the man to pay for bottles and stuff like that, and pay for you to get in and buy you a drink. Like, that be the broke woman. I was like, no, I think that women should, like all women, fat women, short women, tall women, ugly women, like in the club setting, in the social setting, men should pay for us to be there. And I think that I'm not in competition with women, so I don't care about having more money than a woman. And I think like you as a man, like you should spend your money on
No, he
me
can't come
as a
up here.
woman. And
Um,
she was like, "You a broke bitch. And you must be hanging around with weird niggas and they have money." And then I was like,
yeah, that,
"Yeah, lady, you got it. Sure."
yeah, don't let nasty teeth come up here, y'all. But I agree. I think that live I was on it with that Courtney lady. I think that's a prime example of it, of how she was talking about, women typically blah blah blah, and then when she started telling her story, all they did was connect the dots, and it comes down to, you gotta understand that anything that is considered a slur or like oppressive to women, you're women. Like, it, like if pick me is something that can harm women, it's a slur, then pick me can harm me. If these are the words, if these are scenarios that can be demonized about women, then I'm a woman and it could be impact me too. I think the contradiction of the whole pick me thing is that it is interesting, and in which I say, like, we gotta focus on the behavior, not the person, because once you start calling somebody one, you're doing the pick me thing once you do that. What's up, Liz?
Hey, so this is just something I'm thinking about. When we say it trains women to think like men, right? I guess I'm curious as to what exactly that means, and I'm wondering whether
Logical thinking is not picking behavior.
Hold up, Trevor.
whether thinking like, because to what extent do women need to think like men in the
Well, what
world
would
that
you
we live in?
classify as pick me behavior?
What I classify as pick me behavior?
Yeah.
Um, Putting your children in danger for the sake of male validation, let's say.
Is that something men do?
Yes.
All right. Anything else?
Any other pick me behavior?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, uh, Throwing a woman under the bus metaphorically, like for the sake of male validation.
Is that something men do?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. I guess like when we're talking about thinking like a man, like and that being a bad thing, like I'm just wondering, like, is it
What? Don't let me go on my social construct bag, right? And you know, when I'm talking about men, I'm talking about like the ideal man, like what society tells a man he's supposed to be.
Mhm.
And the behaviors associated with men in our society, or we see a collective like we see collective characteristics of that. So when women are essentially demonstrating pick me behaviors, it aligns with those type of behaviors.
Right, right. I guess my question is just like, to what extent is thinking like a man advantageous, like in the world we live in, right? Because if we're saying like it trains women to think like men, like is that bad in all areas? You know, I don't know.
I think it goes to like
I
when
think
people
there's a
think, well,
difference between
like if somebody say I don't support capitalism, but I live in a capitalistic society, so I engage in it.
Hmm.
But is that what we want to be? Ideally, no. But
Right,
like that's what people want to do to survive in their situation.
right.
Because if you understand that, like patriarchy and the way we identify masculinity is a trauma response to lack of resources, then it kind of falls in line with that.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
strategy. I think that in this patriarchal society, in like a society where women choose to date men, right? Because majority of women are not going to opt out. Um, you have to you have to understand the male strategy so that you won't get taken advantage of, abused, or the worst thing that can happen to you is femicide. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's to understand male strategy down to the like way that they, the way that they choose their victims in order for you to um navigate around that as best as possible. I don't think that there's a surefire plan for anything. The only surefire thing is to not date men, but like a lot of women don't want to choose that. And I think that that's fine. But I think that women also need to understand that we're playing a game. we're, we are playing a game. And if you are a woman who does not believe that, if you are a woman who thinks that it's all about love and da 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 da, da, and all the men, they da da da, la, la, whimsical, fantasy man, you're going to get played. It might not be now, it might not be in 10 years. It's going to happen. Like you can't be a woman out here and just be dealing with a man for the sake of love. I'm sorry. It has to be some strategy in dealing with men.
Yeah. I
right.
was thinking, well, I was thinking when you say like think like a man, like I think there's a for me this is well, I'm gonna tell you this, and then I'm gonna go to what I said first when I got up here. But I think there's a difference between thinking like a man and understanding a man. Like, because we have to, and I understand, like, we have to feel like we have to, like, think like a man, but we don't have to think like a man. We have to understand men so we can understand their predatory behavior that they have towards us. And if it's like, and I was thinking, like, whenever I hear like think like a man, my first thought is in a business minded aspect, but it's not really a business minded aspect, because it's more, business is not like a male, business is not like a male thinking strategy. Business is just like a more clinical thinking way, a clinical thinking strategy. Men don't think clinically. So that's what I always think when I think of like think like a man in a business way. But I think that there's a difference between understanding male thinking and thinking like a man. But when I first came up here, I said that pick me behavior to me is going to always be male centered behavior, and male centered behavior trains you to think like a man, and it removes your critical thought, because men don't think critically, or else they would have, they that's why they're able to have like a like cognitive dissonance and a strong lack of empathy, because it takes, you have to have like very, like, you have to have a deep inability to think critically to have like especially when we're talking about men in our community, to not think critically. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what I was thinking about it more, and not necessarily in a dating aspect, but in other aspects of life, just because we know that a lot of the systems and the way that things are, like, were set up under patriarchy. So, like, if we're going to go out into the world, and we want positions in leadership, and we want to have a seat at the table and all of these other things, to what extent, like,
But
is
even that doesn't see, that's the thing, like some other things is like is the detachment, right? Emotional detachment, detachment for community, right? Even when you say getting a seat at the table, for who are you doing it, for yourself, or is it community minded? Because like we can't just say, oh, because men do this, then that's necessarily bad. No, it's the fact that they utilize certain things, certain tools, in order to give themselves an advantage over
right.
everybody else.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean, because I think that when you ask that question, like, is it for yourself or for the community? Is it bad if it's for yourself, if we're in a society that,
Like, give
we
an example
like,
of what
so
you
is it
mean.
bad to want to be successful for yourself because you need resources to, like, live and be comfortable? Is that bad?
No, I don't, that's what I was saying, like, about the whole thing, because that's a common question, and like people who talk about communism, right? It's like, yeah, we can say communism, I mean, capitalism is harmful, but we still gotta survive, you still gotta eat, right? So it's like, then can you do it more ethically, right? Are you going to like be scamming people? Or are you going to be like taking resources that could harm like the environment? Or you like, if you're trying to create something that does something that's fulfilling to people, if you're like helping, like solving a problem, like I think those can be because we can never do away completely with a system, but it can't evolve to look somewhere different, right? So that's for me, that's the way I would see it.
Yeah, no, I think you're absolutely right. Yeah.
Because yeah, if everybody in society like, shit, I'm trying to figure out what's best for me. What the person said earlier, what's that, survival of the fittest or whatever, then yeah, like that's harmful, period. No matter if you successful, but if it's to somebody else's detriment, then it's harmful.
Yeah, so do you think that, because I think it was Lynn, you mentioned competition. Do you think that competitiveness is always a male trait and is not something women should have? Or are you just talking about, like, competition in terms of women competing with other women?
I think that competition when it comes for to relationships, like, is is detrimental to women. Competing in like um I think women need more competitiveness when it comes to receiving jobs, or races, and like push up challenge, stupid shit like that men do, right? I think that when it comes to the way that we compete for looks and like male validation, um it it gets sticky, it gets dangerous. And that's the only way women know how to compete, right? Is for male validation. I think that competition will be healthy, and we will be less catty if we competed in other ways, if we knew how to compete and be like, um, I can do more push-ups than you, Liz, and that won't define who we are as women. Like, it won't go. It'll just be like, I can do more push-ups than Liz. It ain't gonna be like I'm better than Liz as a person. You get what I'm saying?
You can
Or it can
probably
be
do more than me,
personal,
by the way.
but it also could be personal, right? Like you, like a something, like a goal you set before you achieve it, and now the new competition is going to try to beat your previous goal. Like, it don't necessarily have to be with another person. It's something, it could be internal for yourself. I think there's some ways competition can be healthy, but it's like, but this then here we end up having a conversation about competition, so to speak, and not the way men define competition, right? Because it's not about being the best for yourself. It is about competing against others. It is about hierarchy and trying to get further to the top as you can. And it becomes about status. It's what outward instead of inward. I had another question. I can't even find it. Leah, so earlier we was talking about pick me behavior, and pick me kept being classified as a person. Why do you think people have a hard time separating pick me behavior from calling a person a pick me?
I think that I think that we're constantly. I mean, there's an inclination toward just demonizing women in general, and then there's also that inclination towards othering ourselves. Like that person I'm going to label as something as a pick me, but I'm not. But I'm different. So she's a pick me, and I'm not a pick me. But when we realize that we all have those pick me behaviors, then there's no real calling anybody a pick me or not a pick. Like there's no classifying one versus like the other. Where we can just recognize that we all have pick me behaviors, and maybe it exists on a spectrum.
Yeah, and I think that's important. The distinguishment is important because if we address what pick me behaviors are, then that can actually be deconstructed. Like that's something that we can address and be like, okay, that's something that like society, like more of us could be like, okay, that's not acceptable, and more women can move away from. But when you just call somebody a pick me, you're not really getting anywhere, to be honest.
For sure.
What's up, Marsky?
Good evening. Respect to the room. How are you doing this evening, ladies? All right. I just have a couple of questions. Why is it such a bad
Hold up,
thing?
before you ask a question, what do you think about the prompt?
Oh, what I think about the prompt? Personally, I do not think it's a bad thing when people try to do their best to court the opposite sex or the opposite gender, especially if it's somebody that you like. I don't think it's a good thing when you want to
That's
go
not
to the
that's not
extreme.
really the topic though.
I mean, wait, but I mean, if it's that's the reason why you would have pick me behavior. Is it
Hold up,
not?
Popsy.
Is it
Do you
not?
think that, hold on,
You all are talking about.
if
You
do
all are
you think
talking
that there's
about.
ever a time where it can be a bad thing, where a woman would do anything to court the opposite sex?
Where a woman or a man would do anything. Yes,
No,
it's a bad thing.
I find it funny that originally you don't think that it's a bad thing when it's just women, but now that we're throwing anything in there, it's a bad thing.
Yeah,
When we're
because you cut me off when I was speaking.
sure, I think that when
But that's not.
men like to
Hold up,
say like,
let
okay,
him land his point real quick.
Okay, because the thing is, I said it's a good thing when you're trying to do your best in order to court the opposite gender, but it is not a good thing when you go to the extreme. That's what I said. That's not a good thing. You don't ever want to get outside of yourself on either side. If there's something that you can't do, you shouldn't be doing something that you can't do or something that you're comfortable doing. And if somebody asks you to do that, then I mean, that's not the person for you, whether it's a man or a woman.
What does the extreme look like for men? Like when a man is trying to impress a woman, what does the extreme look like versus when it's a woman trying to impress a man or just wanting the validation? Like what do those two extremes look like? Because I think they look very different.
Okay, well, when it goes for a man, you know, going to the extreme is putting yourself in a dangerous situation. For somebody that's not worth it. Overspending yourself, over exaggerating yourself. You don't have to spend all of your money. You don't have to spend all of your time. If this person is not accepting what you're putting out there, then there's no reason to do that. When it comes for a woman, if it comes to something that if he asks you to do something that you're not comfortable with, It doesn't matter what it is. It could be, well, listen, I'm not comfortable, with feeding your parrot, or changing the poop thing for your parrot because I'm afraid this might bite me. So I mean, it can be something that's that minuscule, but no person that actually cares about somebody or cares about humanity in general shouldn't be, asking somebody to go to the extremes like that.
I Drew, do you want to respond or say something?
I had got a phone call and missed what he was saying, so I'll just respond to the prompt. Yeah, I think pick me behavior is dangerous when you make the point about women. I think Lynn made the point earlier about how women are like being competitive and thinking like men to the prompt. And yeah, I think that's an issue because we end up doing and behaving in ways that are not communal, which is how women thrive. And so then you have women, whether they are interested in being in a relationship with a man or not, whether they're in a relationship with a man or not, it could be platonic, it could be a coworker situation. They will be catering and doing certain things for men that I just think is detrimental to women in general. I just think about taking it from relationships. When women are pick me's or they have these pick me behaviors, you see it at work, them doing the job for the man at work, them helping the man out while they're competing with other women. They will talk bad about women to like get in the boys club, and that's detrimental. So it's so many ways that it show up, and I think that to another point that y'all was making, us trying to anybody trying to separate themselves from being a pick me, you can't check the behavior, because if you're not aware of your pick me tendencies and you only are in a position where you checking other women or you are othering yourself from other women, you will still fall for you will still fall into the same category. It just may look different, if that makes sense. So I just think it's
Hey, Lady Q.
I think it's important for us to be aware that we, no matter, I think Liz said this, it's on the spectrum. Where you fall somewhere on that spectrum of the pick me behavior based on this society. So being aware
Yeah,
is what's gonna be the best.
I
Hey,
was thinking the other day we was having a top. We had a top. I can't remember what it was, but we had a few women who came up,
hey, can
and
I
we
ask a
kept telling the
question?
men that, like, hold up, real quick. Like it's not just the scope of a relationship, and they kept taking it back to a relationship, and I'm like, that sounds like a way a man would process this, because you can't see outside of that. But go ahead, Topsy.
So excuse me. The whole pick me thing, I feel like there's just a slight to women. I don't think that's healthy for just for women in general. Because I mean, if y'all are competing and y'all are trying to get picked, ultimately it don't make sense to really slight the next woman because really y'all still competing, right? If I'm correct. My whole thing is when you're competing, you want to come from the abundance mentality. So even when you go in, you're going in with abundance. So it's not scarcity. I think in our community, well, I'm black, in the black community, it's always from a place of scarcity, you know. And I think women from time going by so long, women didn't feel like they had to even learn men. They just, if I can attract a man, that's good enough. But things adapt, and I think where we at right now is, women have to adapt. You have to go into your intellect bag because the
We
women
have to
that's,
adapt to what?
say it again.
You said we have to adapt to what?
We have to adapt to transitioning from strictly physical to intellectual. Like the whole world is going into a more, we're in the information age. So I believe a lot of women, they put all their eggs into attraction. And
You said we going into the information age.
no, we're already in the information age. So just having social media, having all this, things are progressing so fast. So say if you're a woman and you got a kid and
Hold up.
go ahead.
It's interesting because you saying the information age. Yeah, based on what you're saying, you have not been pursuing information. not credible
So the
information.
information age is just, social media.
I know what the information age is, or what I'm saying is based on the way what you're saying, women adapting.
Yeah.
When we know, hold up, we know that a lot of men struggle with intellectualism because it's not seen as masculine. Y'all internalize that from a young age that being one of the small kids isn't what the masculine boys do, right? And then you just sit to say women need to seek information is
No, so
interesting.
information, that's just the age.
But you ain't saying shit.
So say men, no, hear me out. So say
You about
men,
to break down information.
no,
You
say
now you want to talk about the
say outside
information.
of information, just see how we live our life. No, it's not just about intellect, it's about the adaptation. You know what I'm saying? The black community came black
Adapt.
women
Hold on.
came
Adapt. Hold up. Adaptation to what?
to the current
You
times.
just say you black. Hold up. You just say you black. You of the black community. So you
Uh-huh.
know the statistics when it comes to education in the black community. So what the fuck are we adapting to? Y'all niggas
No,
don't get educated. What are
no,
you
no,
talking
no, no,
about?
no, no. So say like men, God is synonymous with intelligence.
No, no,
You
we
have
ain't talking about
No
no God.
religion, no
so if
religions
I
are
No,
go to
nigga, no,
college,
no, 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 no. Hold
that's
up. Every time
information.
I try to get clarification, you pivot to another point. Just like that point you made earlier about the competition, right? If you got to compete with a motherfucker, then you need to be out of that relationship. You shouldn't have to compete with nobody in a relationship. That don't even make sense. And
No,
now you about to make. Hold up. No, no, no. Don't skip the Scabadooba to a new point. You need to address what was just said.
so what do you want me to address right now? What am I addressing?
What we adapting to, sir? If y'all motherfuckers not getting educated, what are we adapting to?
So I'll say it like this. Before, say on this
So see, you
platform.
about to do it again. You about to do it again.
No, no, no,
Instead
hear
of
me out, hear me out, hear
addressing
me
what
out, hear
I'm
me out.
saying, no, 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 no. Don't say something new. What address what I just stated, and I already stated it twice. Response what I just stated.
If a man and a woman is engaged, somebody has to protect somebody.
What the fuck?
Like,
Hear me out, hear me out. If I get on this platform, hear me out, listen.
is this real life right now?
If I
No,
get on
Yeah.
this platform, I can
this
spit some
that
stuff,
jail
right?
talk. I'm telling y'all, this that
But if you
prison,
can't actually,
prison pep
because
talk right here.
women are, listen, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out.
A prison performer. If I ain't never seen one,
Women,
sir, sir.
you have
Get
learned
your,
to
why
What
don't
is he
you,
understand
talking
Wait,
about?
IQ.
why
hold
don't
on. This
you get your
You have
thoughts
IQ, but
together?
wait,
IQ
hold
is
on. This
not the
nigga think
same
he
as
at.
going to
Wait, hold
college.
on. This nigga think he at Toastmasters. Nigga, this ain't Toastmasters, sir. You don't gotta keep trying to
I mean, listen, men have
stop.
the leverage right now.
You
So
can
whether
stop.
Oh
y'all say
Lord. So
y'all
you
y'all
can't
say
answer the
not, men
question.
have the
No, no, no. You
leverage.
can't
I'm trying
answer
to
the
put y'all
question.
in a
It's
position
simple. What do
so
we need
y'all
to
get the
adapt
results.
to? You going out
Because,
there.
like I said,
What
I
do we
got a
need to
video
adapt
what
to,
I
sir?
said. Just no, 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 no. Hear me out.
Thank you, Ashley. All
Black
right, yeah.
women are sabotaging
No, no, no,
black
no,
women.
no, no. You can't.
Oh yeah.
No. You didn't answer the question. You
You
had
want him
ample
to
time to
finish
answer
his
it.
point. I want to know what he's
Huh?
trying to say.
No, he keep pivoting.
But even in the pivot, I want him to finish something because I
No,
got a
no,
lot to say.
no.
No?
He need 45 minutes, Lynn. Made it a statement. He made multiple statements because he started talking about the relationships and how you should compete for your partner. He went from that
Uh-huh.
point to another point to another point. So I asked for clarification on one thing, and now he want to go to a new point. So no, 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 no. He ain't
I'm
saying
saying
shit.
pick
Go
me
ahead,
is
Cabello.
not is not
Hold
healthy.
up. Wait for open panel, sir. Red fish, blue fish. Hold up.
So you
Go
want me
ahead,
to
Cabello.
excuse me, host? So you want me to answer the question first and then ask my question, or you want
Fish,
me to
fish,
ask? Can I
fish
go ahead?
is crazy.
Go ahead and respond to the prompt.
Is pick me behavior dangerous because it trains women to think like men? I don't know if it actually trains women to think like men. I don't see no problem with pick me's. That's just my personal opinion, but I mean, we don't have a lot of them to say. There's a lot of pick me's out here to say that that's a problem what they're doing. But my question to the young ladies is this right here: how can a man be
Y'all always
simp
got a fucking
men?
question.
How can simp men be okay when they
Hold on, real quick.
pander.
That don't even make sense. All right, we're
Hold on,
gonna open the panel.
hold on. You
No,
didn't even
you
let
not.
me,
Hold up. That's a no,
ma'am. You
no. It's
didn't
a
even
dumb
let me. Hold on.
question.
You
No,
didn't
no,
even
no.
let me
You got
ask
to
my
ask
question.
us how sent men. No, no, no,
All
no.
right, that's
We're
okay.
gonna open
I'll
the
leave.
panel. You can try to fit it in if you want. I'm just letting y'all know the panel open.
Uh, yes, I would just like to know why. Why do y'all think it trains women to think like men? Because the truth is, y'all are women. You can't think like us as men, and we can't think like you all as women. But we can be empathetic enough in order to, see each other's sides because we're both two sides of the same coin, you know? So we all answer, why do y'all think that trains women to think like men?
In my opinion,
That's the conversation.
I think that, in my opinion, I think when we talk about pick me behavior, we talk about male centeredness, and being male centered, it removes your critical thinking skills. Like a lot of these men that come up on these panels are very male centered, and they also happen to be very, very stupid. And that's because being male centered, trying to when you have like the perspective of manhood, like maleness, you don't have critical thinking skills, therefore you are very as Lynn would say, low vibrational. You
Now I
have
can
a
answer.
deep lack of, hold on, let me just finish answering your question. You have a
No, no,
deep
yeah,
lack
yeah.
of
I can
empathy in
answer.
the
I can answer
okay,
and respond to
let me
that.
just finish answering your question. You have a deep lack of empathy and a very difficult time seeing outside of your own world perspective.
Okay, okay.
Hold on, real quick.
But
Pause.
I
Hold on, real pause, because one, don't ask a question if you just want to interrupt. You didn't actually come up with a question. You just restated what was on the screen, but posed as a question.
Yes, I did.
But
I asked why do
hold
y'all
up,
think like that? Why do y'all
calm
think it
down.
is?
I know y'all like to control the panel. Calm the fuck down. At the end of the day, it's dehumanizing women. That's why it's dangerous, because you dehumanize women. Um, but you want to say something because you want to ask questions to interrupt people because you're trying to be on the offense too bad.
Well, you had
I
interrupted me a
just
bunch of times. You don't got nothing to say now?
Oh, who you talking about? The top man, the man who was talking about intellectualism and how women. It's funny that he said that women need to adapt when it's actually men who need to adapt. And
No,
you
no,
can
we got
take,
to adapt. We got time on our hand. We got time. We got forever in a day. We don't have to adapt.
but that doesn't make sense because women live longer than men.
No, but see, but relationship wise, y'all biology is cut off around what 30 to 34.
Okay, all women don't want to have children or
It
get
doesn't matter.
married,
But the
so that
value. But
doesn't make any
if a man
sense.
is going to marry, he's going to want kids.
Okay, it doesn't. Who
He's going to be around
cares?
with a man.
Nobody cares.
No, you don't matter.
Actually, we
The
don't
answer is
care.
no.
I would like to give another view,
I would
please.
like for you to stop interrupting me, both of y'all.
Okay. Well, good night, ladies. Good night. Good night.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Ladies, this is all out of love. Like I said, I'm.
Okay, no, 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 no. It needs to be out of silence. Silence.
What happened?
Silence. Real G's moving. Silence. Real players moving. Silence.
I mean, hey, it sounds clean,
Silence.
but you feel me? I got options. You feel
Silence.
me?
Hold on, I hope
You need to
y'all.
listen more.
Silence. Look.
Wait.
Anyway, I I I always call men backwards evolving species because they are a backwards evolving species. You can hear them in the way that they speak. They say things like, I like the past. Remember back in the day. Oh, I remember like da, 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 good old times, good old times. They're always reminiscing. We're never going back to the good old, yes, Jill.
No,
We're never
absolutely
going
not.
back to
No,
the
absolutely
good
not.
old
Now we're in a
time.
landscape. We're in a conservative landscape. We're no longer in a liberal society. In
Conservative.
2025, we're now in a conservative
That's I
landscape.
told y'all
And
that's that alt right shit
But
right there.
any it doesn't even matter because even
we're
if
in a
we
masculine society.
sir,
All
sir,
woke,
sir,
LGBTQ,
sir,
all
silence.
those womanism, feminism.
Hold up,
Silencio.
sir.
Cállate.
I thought you said
Hold
you
up,
came
because so
in
we
love and
hold
now
up,
you
Lynn,
crashing
so we
out.
can
He
hold up.
cracked.
Let Lynn finish so we can get back to the conversation. He not saying nothing.
It doesn't matter because any man who is a forward moving thinker and an evolutionary thinker would understand that even if the landscape looks conservative for the next 5 years, in the next 5 years that could
Wait, next
change.
20 years.
So okay, I need you to next 20 years shut your broke bum ass up. I was trying to be nice. Shut your dirty ass up. Um, you backwards evolving because evolution is going to happen regardless of you guys trying to place laws and things to hold women back from getting rights. You think conservativeness is going to stay? It's going to be long lasting. It is actually not. The fact that you, a black man, are praising conservativeness shows how much of a backwards evolving evolutionary hiccup you are. You are actually a cancer to the black community. Conservativeness does not help the black community whatsoever. Therefore, you're one of the people, you're the anchor on our community. For
You know,
what?
not only that, he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand the dynamics. That it's like literally like when we say spectrum. You just saying it's conservative world. Like that's what I'm saying. Y'all, you're talking about the information, but clearly you're not containing like credible information. You can't think about this conversation outside of relationship, and you go to alt right talking points. That's what I'm
And
saying. You're NPC.
I just want to point out conservativeness and is inherently anti-black in this country, in the way that they deal with conservativeness. So you going against your own nature, like a white woman, is actually, it's very harmful to yourself, which is a clear indication that you aren't a species that would survive the evolutionary process. How would you do anything that is against your own best interest? Conservativeness is, like I said, inherently anti black, it's inherently pro white, it's inherently anti intellectual, all of those things. You are not going to get anything from it. You're supporting white men and their agenda for white supremacy, and you think it's a flex. It's not a flex. If you were
But the thing is, he
smart,
not going to see none of that. He not. The thing is, when it comes to that, I agree with you, Lynn. The thing is, he's not going to see any of that. Like he an NPC, and the contradiction is what I think is interesting because again, it goes back to like are you thinking like a man, so to speak, and like for you to come online to get basically some propaganda fed to you through what this perceived privilege that you have, and you just buy into it. That's the problem. I kind of wanted to move the mic around a little bit, y'all. Anybody else? Before Bunny Fat says something, want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to just point out something that he had said earlier about black women operating out of we needed to be operating out of an abundance mindset instead of a, I'm sorry, what was the verbiage that he used?
Scarcity instead of a scarcity.
I don't know.
That's the thing. We have to you have to also understand that we have black men that are conservative in our in the community. I'm not I don't date at all, so I'm not part of that. But for the black women that are dating, that are out there putting their feelers out there, they have to operate in a scarcity mindset because we have coons, baboons, and fetch and step black men that are upholding YT supremacy and praising a conservative land that's trying to bring back Jim Crow. That's why they have to operate out of a scarcity mindset because there's not enough of y'all to go around that are suitable, that qualify for an intellectual black woman. But you could go ahead, Bunny.
But before Bunny go, based on what you and Lynn just said, right? Why would it be detrimental for women to think like men if that's the case?
Say that again.
If this is hold on, we see that the men are falling for the alt right pipeline because they see their maleness before they see like being black, specifically in the black community. If that's what's happening, how is it detrimental besides just centering a man in a relationship? Outside of that, how is that detrimental
Because
to black women specifically?
you're supporting your own demise,
Mm-hmm.
because in supporting the fact that you see your maleness before your blackness is counterproductive, because the people in power don't see your maleness at all. They don't even see your humanity. So you supporting that narrative is supporting your demise.
Yeah.
It's not. It's never going to work out for you in a system that was built otherwise. And furthermore, the future is female is not just a cute, punny talking point. The future is literally female, and it's not going to stop. The my best friend always says, Lynn, the earth has been around for billions of years. Do you think it's gonna let human beings take it out? Do you think that the earth is going to let humans unalive it? It will not. The earth will get rid of us before we get rid of
Y'all
it.
have to retire the
Everything
female
that is
flag.
inherently masculine is destructive. And the men fighting against us going into things that are innately more feminine, right? It is only like furthering, like it's not doing anything for us. It's just stopping progression. The future is literally female, it's feminine. Sorry, the reign is over. If not, then the earth is going to take us all out. It literally will. If not, it's going to take you all out. That's why during hard times, again, Drika sent us the video. I saw that video too. During hard times, we
Thank you,
Mother
Darlene.
Nature naturally chooses women over men.
I,
And
Y'all
that's
take
why I
me
was
off
saying
your
to her,
I
like,
topic.
if
gotta
so, hold
interject.
on,
I gotta
real quick,
interject.
because hold on, real quick. That's what I think is the most important part for black women to realize is that we can't just throw the slur around. We need to find out what the actual behavior is and deal something with the behavior. Because if we're doing the same thing the men are doing, they're not strong enough to resist that privilege. They've proven that. Then what does that mean for us a collective in the long term? And for us to understand that that mindset is not new, even though we've been spoon-fed a narrative that a black man has always been a leader of that, it has always been black women behind pushing for our progression. And you cannot defer to a man to be your protector, because this is where we're going to end up at. Go ahead, Bunny, and then you can go, Car.
All right. I don't think pygmies really think like men. That doesn't make them dangerous because they quote unquote think like men. What makes them dangerous is that they put everybody's safety above, they put everybody's safety in danger for the sake of a man. And like working in the healthcare field, especially when it comes to children, you will be surprised how many women will discard their children and put their children in dangerous situations over a man, and how they will actually put other women in dangerous situations over a man. So I don't think it's because they're dangerous because they think like men. They're dangerous because they put a man above everything else in extremely dangerous
Let
ways.
me
It's
ask you
one
a
thing to
question.
love your
Real quick. Hold on, real quick, because I want to clarify something. I want y'all to understand that how we again talk about the children and the men and not ourselves. Again, it's another talking point. But if it says pick me behavior, why are you classifying a person?
I'm sorry, what was that?
On the screen it says pick me behavior, but when you started talking about it, you would say those women. Why are you deferring to women as being pick me's and not addressing the behavior instead?
I am addressing the behavior. It's their behavior
Yeah,
that's
you
putting
point out
people
the
in
behavior,
danger.
but you no, I'm saying, like, okay, let me say it like this, because when you first said it, you was like, those women, right? There are a lot of women who said they won't, and in a lot of different ways it would look different. Who would, if you were, for example, married to a man, right? And y'all have property and all these things, you have your assets, everything set up. and then you don't like the way he has his tone with your child. It may not be something extreme as SA or a DV or whatever situation. Essentially, like his tone, even though you know it's not okay, and you just go talk to your child, other you like try to cuddle and comfort him. Are you not also putting the man before your child?
Yeah, that's what Pickme do. They put their men over everything.
Yeah, that's what
That's
I'm
the
saying.
dangerous behavior.
Is that
Yeah,
not a masculine trait, Bunny? Putting men over everything? Do men not put masculinity over everything? Even the fucking planet Earth? Because capitalism is inherently masculine. Oh, I'm using that word a lot. It is masculine, right? Capitalism,
Mhm.
but I think
patriarchy.
she made the point. I was trying to get her to understand that, like, we all do it. We end up defaulting to women specifically, reinforcing the slur instead of just honing on the behavior. Like, this is something that women can do. Instead of saying like, oh, those women out there who will harm these children, it exists on a spectrum. It can look a lot of different ways. You
So,
like
what's y'all
it may
problem with
not hold up,
masculinity?
hold up. It's not always extreme. It can be subtle. And the reason why I painted the picture as you being married, y'all already having assets, because it's tied to your survival and likelihood that you're going to stand up for him. And you may say this most subtle thing that he can't deal with, you might tolerate it because yeah, women tolerate that all the time. If you go to group like the mother groups on Facebook, when they talk about like conscious parenting and research-based parenting, that comes up all the time. Women are actually like, do I need to divorce my husband to protect my child? Because we're told that, as long as you get married, everything's good to go. But no, the men are, even in marriage, even planning out, are overly aggressive with the children. Would you say, well, fuck all of this, you out, I'm gonna put my child first? Because the truth is, would we really? That's the problem with just using extremes. Because we end up putting it on another person and we're not holding ourselves accountable at the end of the day. That's my point. But go ahead, Car.
What's y'all problem with masculinity?
Hold up, sir. You can go after Car.
And you could go after me, bro. I ain't even say no.
All right, we're gonna skip you. We'll skip you. Go ahead, Firehead.
You gonna skip me for what? I ain't even get to say nothing.
Problem, what's y'all problem actually with
So he
masculinity?
had a question. We'll open the panel now.
Huh?
I'm just opening the panel because you're not actually adding to the conversation.
So
No,
like
I'm
I was
asking a
saying,
question.
Tara, I
What's
Let
y'all
was
me let
problem with
I
me
was
masculinity?
let me add to the conversation. Let me expound off of what Camille was
No, no, no,
saying.
no. You no,
Let,
no. Matter of fact, you can go because you gave your turn up. We're not doing that. Go ahead, Lynn.
What's y'all
um
problem with
like
masculinity?
I was saying, even if, like, I was getting ready to explain like the things that men do, that she was describing like a pick me woman, like the behavior of a pick me woman would be like putting a man over your child and over the safety and well being of everybody. And that's exactly what men are currently in the act of doing now.
Thank you,
So like
Bruce.
that's like a masculine behavior. Like they don't give a fuck, like, as long as they're at the top of the hierarchy. They don't give a fuck about nobody but manhood and maintaining their masculinity and like proving that they're the gorilla with all the fucking bananas to other men. Like, even if it's detrimental to women and children. So like that, it goes back to like pick me behavior being, you know,
I don't hear none
training you
of
to
y'all
think like a
mentioning God
man.
here. I don't hear any of y'all mentioning God. Y'all just keep talking about men and women. What about
Yeah, we're
God?
not talking
And we
about. We're not
won't.
talking
We
about
Where
don't.
does
God.
We
God
won't.
fall
We
into this
don't.
hear that.
equation?
We don't do that. You could
Y'all
take
don't
your
do what?
fairy
Y'all don't do
tales. We
God?
don't talk about fairy tales. We talk about reality. You
God
want
is
to
a
talk
fairy
about
tale to you?
reality? No, we don't want to talk about your book, sir.
Sir,
God,
sir,
God is a fairy tale
hold
to
up,
you?
sir. Send him to live. Send him to live and let him speak for himself. Go ahead, Apostle.
Hey, I'm back in. Yellow.
That's why y'all all fucked up now, because y'all don't have no reverence
That's
for God.
fine.
Go
That's
tell
fine.
God.
That's
Go
fine.
tell God.
Women
Go
don't
tell your
exist
homeboy.
without God.
Apostle, did you want to say something?
Humanity without the God frequency.
Y'all
You
need
gonna tell
God.
on
Y'all
us?
need him.
Go tell God on
Yeah,
us.
I have something
Go
to
tell
say
us.
to this.
Yeah, they still like, hey, look, hey, listen,
Hold on, let Apostle go.
we got time on our hand, and God made it that way.
Tops, hold on. Go let
Um,
Apostle go.
That's
yeah,
why God wants to
thank you
use
for the
us
opportunity to speak into.
because see, we actually we
Sir,
actually
you need to calm down, brother. Please, man. You had your turn. Let me have mine now.
Go ahead, Apostle.
Ayu, how you are the dog?
Um, I want to say this. I sympathize with you, sister, because of past eight ignorance.
You breaking up.
Most of these women here, no man even want that.
That
no
all men
Okay.
men
are
don't want ungodly women, and men woke up. That's what happened. Men don't want ungodly women. I don't care about sex
to
like
be
that. A man,
I'm glad it's
arrogant.
working. Thank you. Thank you. Apostle, you breaking up.
You gotta
Men
fix your service.
want to
that's
treat
how we
women
came
as
from.
though
How everything
their
came from nothing,
ideas, their
but believing in God is
Apostle,
opinion
you
so.
gotta
doesn't
get
matter.
your
But
connection together.
the problem is,
But y'all get on these
pick me
platforms
behavior
and
is
y'all
dangerous because it trains women. No,
Mm-mm.
but you can't be talking with me same time, brother. I was not
Apostle,
into.
listen, you gotta come back another time. It's the connection ain't good.
One question.
The devil. The next question.
No wonder. You need God.
Next
You need,
question.
you
The
need
panel's
God.
open. We don't give a fuck.
Look at her. Look at her forcing her laugh.
Oh
But in
shit.
He's
all
so
actuality, Mr. GI, what does God have to do with anything we're talking about,
Your
though?
life would improve
I mean,
immensely if you had
everybody,
him.
because what I noticed that is people default to God when they don't have any other argument.
uh-huh.
Because in actuality, there's neither no way to confirm nor deny the existence of a God. And then you have to think there are tons of gods. So which God are you referring to?
What I
The
Because
noticed
white
is
you're
that
just
one.
saying God. A
what
God
I
can be
Hold
noticed is
up.
anything.
that
Let
people
me
who have no love, they get
hold
on
up,
TikTok
sir.
with their
Hold up.
loveless
Let me say
lives.
this. Let me say this. Hold up. If your God exists, he a bitch. We don't give a fuck about your God,
You
sir.
don't got no love. All
Like,
you got is
hold on,
hate.
sir. Go send that nigga the fucking live. Send him the motherfucking live, bitch. The fuck? Don't nobody give a fuck about you. Don't nobody give a fuck about your God, sir.
You
Don't
got no
nobody give a
love in your
shit. You ain't
heart.
about to
Your heart is
shame. You ain't about to fairy tale shame us, nigga. We don't give a fuck.
your
Go
heart is
find that nigga.
rotten.
Send him the fucking panel.
You got no
Anyways,
love.
go ahead, creator. You want to say something now? Because you ain't
No
never say
love in
earlier.
You talking to me?
Come on, man. This your second turn. You got something you want to say or
Yeah, I
no?
was just gonna expound off of what Carl was saying. Was like, if she gonna go from that aspect, you got to realize it's the divine feminine, divine masculine. We got to work one and the same. I feel like you looking at this from like a primal aspect, as if we haven't evolved as men. Like, you got to look at it that one, when you say pick me, like, to answer the prompt, pick me behavior is dangerous because it trains women to think like men. I don't believe so. I believe like women who are truly masculine, they're afraid of that pick me because the pick me is the type of woman that actually they submit,
men cannot be
and
masculine.
they put themselves in a they put themselves in a situation or a certain, like a certain girl that we would want, and other women are afraid of that, especially the ones that can't even find a man. So when they see a woman who's submitting to a man doing everything that we want, and we give the world to that woman, they get jealous and they
They're
create all this
bitter
rhetoric and all
and
this
they're angry
foolishness.
because they have no love. They have no peace or no
Yeah, so
joy.
you could put it
I
in, you
thought
could
you
put it
said
like
you was
that.
gonna go tell God on us. Why you still here? Go ahead,
Stop
Yeah,
putting
he
Shadow.
want to do the
stop
No,
putting
you
church.
said you was gonna go tell God on us. Stop interrupting him. Go
said
ahead.
that. Stop putting words in my
You said
mouth.
you was gonna go tell on us. Go tell Jesus. Maybe Jesus will help. God will help. Jesus will help.
You
Go
lost.
ahead, Shadow.
Man, I was gonna say, like, You know, I'm big on God too. Y'all could joke about it and stuff like that, but
All right,
y'all
we
could
don't
look at
care.
it.
All right,
Yeah,
we gonna move. All right, we ain't doing the guard talk. Go ahead, Brown Betty.
Hey, how you doing? I agree with the prompt completely. I have pick-me's in my family. This sounds wild, but we had a couple of uncles that were woman beaters. And the
Devils,
family,
yo, daddy.
his mother, be quiet. His
Shut up,
mother
bitch.
knew
The
about
devil's
it.
your
Go
daddy.
tell your mama to shut up.
He
Um,
made.
yeah, ain't nobody paying him no mind. He need medication, got an IEP. Um, his
Swallow my
family
nut,
knew
bitch.
about it.
Niggas
His
don't give
mother
a fuck.
would know that he was a woman beater and would make excuses for it. He would beat on his children and they would make
Not the
excuses
godly
for it.
man. Talk about he gonna beat somebody. I thought you said we need
And that's
God.
real. No, that's godlike.
He,
That's godlike
the
behavior.
only thing he beat is
There
his
it
meat
is.
because no
I
woman
would
with
beat you.
common
I ain't gonna
sense
lie.
would stand
You
around
too
him. I don't
disobedient.
talk to special needs adults like that. Be
Sort of bitch
quiet.
that need to get. You sort of bitch that need to get punched.
Anyway, pygmies are
He
the
hurt.
reason why we have child molestation in our community. That's that whole what happens in the house stays in the house. No, anybody
Black
who's
mothers raise.
disappropriating, anybody who's being inappropriate with children, who's hurting our community, you got to kick that out. You can't protect men just because they're a man. That's calling. That doesn't even
Single
make
black
any
mothers.
sense. Shut your
Black
bitch
moms
ass
raise.
up. Shut the fuck up. You
Single
got a
black
single
moms
mom.
raise.
Your mom
Single
didn't
black
do a good
moms.
job raising you, and
Single
you're
black moms
mad
raise.
at all black
Single black moms.
women because your
Single
mother
black moms.
abandoned you.
Single
And
black
so
moms
did your
raise.
father. If your father stuck around, then you wouldn't be mad at your mom. Which one of the parents is the one that abandoned you? Why are you so angry?
I just wanted to point
Man, we're
out
not on the
that's
phone.
yeah, he we dropped him. I just wanted to
Okay.
point out real quick. This is why we don't trust that Christian God
Mhm.
Bible pusher shit. You niggas be the scariest, most dangerous, and violent of all of them. Whenever a man gets up here talking about what about God, what about Jesus, and Proverbs, whatever the fuck, I know for a fact that you're the type of person that is a violently manipulative, narcissistic person. I will never, ever, ever, ever trust any man that claims himself to be a Christian. Y'all are usually the most dangerous types of people. Y'all see how quick that motherfucking that mask fell off? That's why we don't trust the Christians.
Mhm.
Can I say really quick? A lot of the men in the comments, not a lot. I mean, I don't know, but I saw several comments of men talking about how, well, why do we need to disrespect anyone's religion? Why do we need to be blasphemous? This, that, and the third. And they were offended by that. But then a guy just threatened a woman with violence, and I didn't hear a word about how that was a why. Like, get offended about that. No, you're still on about like the apparent disrespect of religion. That's more offensive to you. Give me a break. Like, where
That's
are
why
your
I say it's
priorities?
something that nigga let him stand up for himself. Uh, hold up, Brown Betty. You were saying like the behaviors. Only thing I want to clarify,
Mm,
is that we're not just talking about women per se.
mhm.
All everybody's a pick me. All women are pick me's. All men are pick me's. Exist on the spectrum. And by just because y'all do end up getting to because people eventually talk about the behaviors, but we
Mm.
have to understand that it is a slur used against women, all women, or in like we shouldn't give power to words that like
I
I
kind of
don't
feel
know.
like it's a
I'm
word
gonna
that
say some
used to
shit.
protect the patriarchy.
No,
Like,
I get what you're saying,
yeah.
but I'm saying like I'm noticing it's hard for people to disconnect the behavior from the person. Is what I'm saying, especially when we see
Mm.
like this collective behavior. You don't. That's not just oh, this person decided to be a bad person. The reason why we see this behavior so often is because being conditioned. That's
Yeah,
all.
we grew up in a patriarchy, but some of us that have a little bit more common sense, the same way, unfortunately, people turn away from religion. When you start to see there's blatant contradictions and you're upholding a few to a different light, and when you see them take advantage and abuse the community, you turn away from the message. And that's what I've
Yeah, that's why
seen in my own
I'm
family,
not.
watching women condone and excuse the behavior of their brothers and their fathers, knowing that they're vile women beaters and abusers of children. I have to turn away from any woman that upholds the patriarchy. You kind of need a slow. You need some type of word for them and a label because they're dangerous.
So
Hi,
question,
ladies.
question,
I just
question.
wanted
Not
to.
necessarily
Those
because
those women,
hold on
those
real
women
quick.
that are
Hold up. Because first I want to say this, I ain't attacking the religious people. I'm just attacking your bitch ass God. He can stand up for himself. But when it comes to like the behaviors, even then it's still like a man who's the one who's doing the behavior. Women
Mm-hmm.
being silent or being so race loyal to a man that she doesn't speak up for herself, for children, other people around her. That's the problem. What I'm saying is we keep wanting to say, oh, those women, those women. And the reality is, if we took anybody fucking spreadsheet or their behavior, start their life with somebody that did something at some point. And I'm saying, like, we gotta be careful of othering ourselves. And we, the last thing we need is another fucking slur against women, to be for real. Let's be honest. Like, we got enough of them. But let Jesus girl go.
First, I just wanted to address the panel. Hi, panel. I wanted to kind of go over the prompt. So it says, "Pick me behavior is dangerous because it trains women to think like men." I wanted to say that a pick me behavior, in my opinion, is women who seek validation from men who never had the love of what a real father is, and so they kind of transform themselves to be like a puppeteer, and they do whatever the men ask them to do solely based off of they want that love, they want that attention, they want to be liked, they want to feel that feeling because they never had any real love. They never was shown what a real man
Okay,
is.
so
So when a man
what's a real
shows up,
man?
a real man is a man who provides for his family. A real man is a man who takes care of his home. A real man is a man who doesn't cheat on his wife, who has everything that the Lord said in the good book what a man should be.
Girl,
A man
hold
should
up. Why
honor.
you playing? Hold up. Why you playing with us? Like, not the
Who?
good book. No, you. Hold up. You been up here long enough to know what's going on. You playing with us?
How am I
Cause
playing with y'all?
okay. So I asked you specifically about like the behaviors or the characteristics of a man. You want to say the
I
good
know,
book?
but I just jumped on the panel. When I got on the panel, y'all was arguing about somebody else about religion.
Yeah,
I
I
only
know, but
I only went back to the prompt.
no. Speak on the specific behaviors, because a man following a religion don't mean he a good man. Anybody can say they
I never
following
said a man
something.
following religion is a good
You
man.
said the good
I'm not
book.
using. I know, but I am a believer in Jesus Christ, and I believe that the
Yeah,
Bible has
read your
good
Bible.
characteristics of what a man
No,
is.
we got it. We saw it in your name. You don't have to declare it.
I
What I'm
know,
saying
but
is, explain. No, be
oh, you one of
specific
them
about the behavior.
demons. Okay, I get it. Demons flee in the
And
name
that's
of
what you
Jesus.
wanted to
Let me
come
get
up
off here.
here.
I'm in enemy territory. Bye.
Flee away, demon.
Yeah, I mean, she came up for that. Like, I hate when people do that
Yeah,
shit.
that's what
Like,
I'm saying.
y'all
I
be
got
so
No, just
you.
stand on your
Now I got
scared.
10.
you. I
Yeah,
got
like
my
you
shit on
said.
you.
She said, "Oh, I heard y'all arguing with somebody about Jesus, and you hit the request button. You stayed in there so, about religion. You was like, oh, I'm about to come up and join too, so I can purposely agitate them. Like,
but check this out though. Check this
that's
out. So
stupid."
ain't y'all noticing a pattern? Ain't y'all noticing that all the women who agree with this on the panel saying that a pick me is this, a pick me is a woman that she's trying to submit because she never had a father, but then you have all the men saying that a pick me is the woman that we want. Don't y'all see the pattern there?
But
Like,
we
how is
don't
everybody
care.
missing
We
it?
don't
No,
care.
here's the
How is everybody
thing.
missing
If
it?
you guys wanted to pick me so bad, why is there a male loneliness epidemic when there's plenty of women
What
out
male
here
loneliness
that want to
epidemic?
be picked?
If you don't
This is
know
news.
about it, we're
This is
not gonna
news to
explain.
me. This is
Okay,
news to me.
well,
What's
Do you
that's
live
not
under a
necessarily
rock? It's
surprising.
news to
Yeah.
you. Do you watch the news? Of course, it would be news to you if
loneliness?
nigga don't watch the
Loneliness
news.
epidemic. What demographic? What men are you
If
Okay,
you
talking
don't
about?
know
cool.
what the news is, if you don't
So
watch the
inform
news,
me.
if you're
Inform
not
me.
informed,
Inform
no,
me.
No.
we don't
I'm
have to
telling you to
inform you.
Your
inform
Go
me.
job
inform
to stay
yourself.
informed.
Inform
Hey,
yourself.
everybody.
I'm not lonely as a man, so I'm not going to
Okay,
subscribe to
then
stuff like
be
that. So
quiet.
inform me.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Inform me.
Okay, cool story. Cool
You see
story.
how they meet y'all? Like, they meet you with argument and not logic, and they can't even explain to.
No,
I'm
we
trying to
don't
have.
want
Your
to. You
I'm
job
wait,
trying
to
to
hold
have
on,
an
hold on,
intelligent
hold on.
conversation. I'm trying to have an
We're
intelligent
meeting you
educated
conversation.
with.
about the
Hold on, wait,
topic.
hold on. We're meeting you with argument and not logic, but you're not educated on the topic, and we don't want to inform you because we don't have time and we don't have to. But we're the ones
Or
that's
it's bullshit and
argumentative.
it's not real.
Instead of why don't you get off the panel and go look it up yourself so you can be informed and you can come back with an argument that is logical? Obviously, you're
Oh,
not educated and you're ignorant on the conversation. So why don't you kick rocks and flip flops, my nigga? This nigga's a loser. Go ahead, girl.
and I
I'm a
just want
loser,
to
but I got
point
a lamp.
out. Okay,
You don't give
cool.
a fuck,
I'm a
You
loser,
got
but
a
loser.
I got a
what?
lamp.
You got a loser, but you gotta shut the fuck up. Go ahead, girl.
I just want to point out too that nobody gives a fuck what y'all want. Like nobody cares. Do you think this is a panel of women who are looking for men and for y'all to be in relationships with y'all? No. So shut up.
Don't speak for everybody now.
Go ahead, Chum.
Okay, so before
Well,
I
go
even
get
start
with him
talking,
then. He looking for somebody.
before I even start talking, I
You
want
can
people
answer.
to know that I am a little tipsy, but my points are very valid. So first off, a pick me, you have to define what a pick me is. A
Go
pick
ahead
me
and
is
do it.
somebody. A pick me is somebody that goes off of whatever a man thinks or whatever a man desires. So if a woman is going off of what a man desires, it depends. See, because I'm not a pick me, but I'm trying to put my mind in a pick me standpoint. If I was a pick me, I would try to go off of a specific person because all men aren't the same. Like, I'm too logic to be a pick me.
Jesus.
What?
Yo.
Don't play with me,
You
bro. I told you I'm tipsy. My mind goes places. But look, I'm gonna try to answer the point because I am tipsy. Is it dangerous? It's dangerous to other women that's competing, but it's not dangerous to the men. I'll say that because a pick me is gonna try to conform to whatever that man wants. But to other women that actually have standards and actually have their own mind, then that shit might be dangerous. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
thank you for coming up though. I'm gonna let you down since you say you were sepsi. Lord. What you wanna say, K Mac? Y'all names be for crazy.
They not in the box. They may have to drop and come back up.
I'll drop them and bring them back up. I see them on my screen. All right, but y'all got it.
You notice, Tara, that despite you explaining over and over again that we're not talking about pick me's, we're talking about pick me behavior, people are still coming up ad
That's what I was pointing
nauseum.
out earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, she said she was tipsy. Um, Carl, why do you think that we should argue with you about why women, like men, want to be with women? Why do you think that like that should be a primary focus for us? Oh, that nigga in the corner jacket off. It's an open panel though, y'all.
So first, y'all got to realize that a pick me's definition from a man perspective is different from y'all perspective. It's three things that a man like in a woman. If she's fit, friendly, and she's feminine. That's it. A lot of y'all women here,
What?
y'all
Oh
can't
my
even
God. That is
listen,
fucking groundbreaking. I've
I've
never
listen,
heard
never
that
heard.
shit before.
listen.
That shit,
What
I've
So when
never.
a
qualifies, you know,
woman,
Has
when a
anyone
woman,
ever heard that
what
before?
No,
qualifies as
that's a new one for me.
femininity?
when a woman, when a woman doesn't fit all those parameters, she's not considered a pick me, and that pick me is an enemy of her because she don't think like how they think. All y'all women, y'all probably either masculine, some half of y'all fat for real. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yep.
You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So it's like,
Cocky
So,
type shit.
please,
yeah. So it's
Hold
like,
up, hold
describe
shit.
up.
what a masculine
I'll
woman
pick
means
me a pick
versus a
me any
feminine
day.
woman.
Mm-mm.
Well, hold up, Car. If you, all right, I'm a fat masculine woman, right? And I'm hosting a panel for other fat masculine women, right? Because that's not what men want. Why would you come up here and tell us, well, this ain't what men want? Like, what? Why do you think we should give a fuck?
To help y'all so y'all can find
Oh my.
somebody to give y'all some light, to give y'all some insight. So if y'all, because I know y'all really want to find a man, y'all don't want to be lonely for real. That's why y'all get on these panels all day
You
complaining
do
because y'all can't
realize
find a man.
loneliness isn't
Y'all can't find a
necessarily
man.
tied
So
to
I'm trying to tell y'all, look, I'm
if you
telling
have a
y'all humbly.
partner
I'm
or
telling
not.
y'all humbly, like, look, hey, if y'all just get in the gym, get on the treadmill, put the incline on 10,
Did it
then you
work
can
for
get
your
that back fat
mom?
off. You can get that back fat off, you can
Okay,
start
but
Is
looking
your
here's the
good.
is your
thing.
mom in a good successful
Then
relationship?
stop being so argumentative. Anytime a man talk, you
But
feel like you
like
gotta
I
meet him with
don't I
argument. You
listen,
feel like
listen.
you gotta, you know what I'm saying?
Hold
And
on.
then cook for that man. Just cook for that man. Some of y'all don't
Hold
even
on.
know how to do that for real.
Okay, yeah, but we fat, so we definitely know how to cook because we like to eat. So
Nah, just because
hush,
you fat
hush,
don't mean you know how to cook.
hush,
You just eat out a lot.
hush, hush. Silence, silence, silencio. I have something to say. I have some advice for you because you give it out advice. I want to give out some advice too. Um, I just want you to know that we don't give a fuck, and if we did give a fuck, you wouldn't be it, because I have a theory that men who on TikTok and who talk to women, because I think TikTok is for women, TikTok live, to have conversations, because we like to talk to each other. Why you not like somewhere
Oh
like making some
brother.
money?
Oh brother.
Yeah. Why you not somewhere making money? Like
Oh brother.
men who
Ma'am, I'm
sit
making
on the
money right
panel.
now. I'm in the market right now.
I don't believe you.
I'm
I
in the
don't
market
believe
right now. What are
you.
you talking
I don't
about?
believe you. Get
So a
off of
man can't be on here
TikTok.
Ma'am,
trying to speak his piece.
do you
Can
know what
I?
liquidity
I
you know
also
what
I would like
liquidity
to
pools are?
hold on, subtle. Hold on. I just wanted to just make an observation. The easiest thing in the world to get for any woman, big, small, short, tall, light, dark, is a man. The easiest thing for a woman to keep is a man. 70% of divorces are initiated by women. So it means that shows you that the hardest thing that a man can keep is a woman. And the hardest thing that a man can get is a woman.
Divorce rate
Men
is high
are
because
easy to get. A man will fuck a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and fall in love with a plastic doll. Having a
I'm
man
dead.
is not the flex you think it is.
But a
You
good
be
man
threatening us with them dolls.
Might be an argument.
No.
It just
A
shows
good
your
man.
ability to play stupid. How well can you deceive yourself into playing stupid?
Yeah, I
How
think all
well can
men
you
fall in love with a
tolerate the
doll face.
bullshit? That's really all it
For a
is.
good man,
so look, check
I
this out.
thought,
You gotta
hold on,
understand that
no. Hold on, Charm. You came up here and declare you not a pick me, and like I don't know what your definition of a pick me is, but you up here playing cap and save a hoe, and it's giving pick me behavior.
no girl. All I said was a good man. That don't have nothing to do with what he said
Maybe she
or
just
what you
need to
said.
maybe you just gotta just go eat something and sober up, girl.
And don't be trying to
Let
you
everybody else talk. Let everybody else talk.
what you gotta realize, the divorce
She
rate
see.
was
is
already dropped
because
once, and she brought herself back up here. No self control.
the number one
Don't be
factor that
hostile now.
people get
Calm
the
down.
number one factor that people
I
get
don't want to
divorced.
argue with. I don't want to go back and forth with
Or
a
what,
drunk.
lady?
Okay, it's motherfucking Tuesday night. Well, get ready for work, girl. What's wrong with you? Go to bed. Go ahead, subtle.
So first you gotta, and it's not Tuesday, it's Thursday, but
Is it Thursday already?
I'm gonna let that
Damn.
slide. I'm gonna let that slide. But you gotta realize that
Don't
what
drop
is
me
the
before
number
I
one
defend
reason?
myself.
What is the number one reason people get divorced? It's because of money, for
It
one.
does. It
And then
doesn't.
then
No, but
two,
it doesn't
then
matter.
two.
It
Listen,
doesn't.
listen.
Hold
He
Hold
on.
on.
Wait a
trying
I
to get
let you
minute.
talk.
money.
now you wanted to go through the context.
I let you talk.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter why you get
talk.
divorced. It doesn't matter why
No,
we leave
and then you got to realize a lot
No,
of
it doesn't
women.
matter why we
Listen,
leave
look,
you,
look. I'm
sir,
telling you. I'm trying
Now
to
you
put you.
want to cry about it because you can't beat the
I'm
facts.
trying to put you on game.
You can't put me on game.
I can,
You
because look,
cannot. You
you
don't
gotta
you don't
realize
have the
most
game. You don't know the
women
game.
do
You don't even
not.
know that the easiest thing to get is a man. So why the fuck would I listen to you? You up here trying to nag us for not having a man or having a man or not sometimes having a man. But the easiest thing to get is a fucking man. We leave you.
The
We walk
easiest thing
away
is
from
to
you. You don't walk
is
away
to
from
sleep with a
us.
man. That's
You
the
will
easiest not to
no.
Well,
to
hold
get a
up,
man.
Eve. Hold up, Eve. Here's the thing, because this ain't nothing new. Notice the men show up every day to convince us that we should want them, though. Like he up
Period.
this bitch,
I'm
he up
trying to
here
convince y'all
begging.
nothing.
Hold
I'm
up,
not trying
hold
to
up,
convince
hold
y'all.
up, hold up. You
Tell
begging.
y'all the
I already
truth.
classified. Hold up. I already classified. We some fat masculine bitches up here, and you still up here begging. That's what I'm saying. Like,
How am I begging?
hold up. We don't have to look for men to try to get them. Y'all niggas won't fucking stay away from us. You up here pleading your case. Like, what did you talk about,
I
sir?
find
We
this
gonna
Y'all
figure
come
this
up
entertaining.
out.
here.
Well, hold up.
I find this
You
entertaining.
pitched your hold up. You did your elevator pitch, and we said no, sir. We don't want it, and you still pleading a case for men, sir. That's what I'm saying. You to pick me for real. This no, we didn't show up to your space trying to convince y'all how to be the men that
Hey,
women
for
want. Hold on, pause. No,
4X.
no. We didn't show up to your space asking you or trying to push something. We don't give a fuck. Here you are with a whole fucking portfolio of notes trying to like convince somebody who you say y'all don't want to want y'all. Like that shit is desperate. It's desperate as hell. We're not even on the
Because
topic.
his
You're
thought
trying to
process need to be
no, sir, no,
extinguished. It
sir. We don't give a
No,
fuck.
needs to
we
be
don't
put to an
care.
end.
No, because no, our thought process needs to be extinguished to you
I'm fighting
because you want us to
the
have
men off.
you. You're begging. Stop begging. The no means no. The fuck?
We don't want
No.
what you selling,
We
sir.
don't
The
want
fuck?
it.
The
Hit
point of
the
the
road,
Sir,
Jack.
I do not like
what's the
green
point
eggs
of the
and
lie?
ham. I do not like them Sam I am. I do not want them on a bus. I do not want them in a truck. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them Sam I am.
And we don't want Sam either.
Y'all
Tell Sam
funny
to
as
get the
hell.
fuck on too. Sam could kiss my
And I
ass
don't give a
too. Fuck.
I don't want to eat
and I
them
don't
in
give a
your
damn.
car. I don't want to eat them at the bar. I don't want green eggs and ham. I do not want them Sam I am.
Bye,
Damn, bro, you
Sam.
got us looking bad out here, bro.
See, my
I
family
do.
calls that
I
glogging.
got us looking out bad. How, bro? How,
Cause he
twin?
up here, he
How?
think he
How?
think he gonna
How?
ever get
And they
what
keep
oh
muting
I'm
me.
trying to be funny. Oh look at you. Now you trying to get validation from this man. You embarrassed cause he called you out.
They
You are
saying no
Embarrassed how?
means
That
no,
nigga
embarrassing.
goofy.
gang.
That nigga lame for real.
No,
Like
you
that
goofy.
nigga
You
goofy. Like
goofy.
that nigga
He
coming up here
looking
talking
out for
about I
you.
got us
You
looking
he
bad.
looking
Like
out for
man, watch out.
you.
Man, watch
Bro,
He
out.
trying to tell you
I
the
be up
truth.
here. I be up here, bro. You tripping, bro.
Tripping how and they keep turning off my mic. You know what
Well,
I'm
It's
you
a
saying?
keep
Like
trying to
I'm
reason for
talk
saying
over
that.
real
them,
shit.
so
I'm saying
that's
real
why you're
shit.
getting muted.
I'm getting
Yep,
Go ahead,
that's why that's
Jay.
happening.
Hey
Hey,
Jazz.
girl. Hey, y'all. So I agree with what's been said thus far up here. I do think that men have a hard time understanding that, 9 times out of 10 when a woman is single, that's because she chose to be. It's pretty hard to be left alone, even when you want to be alone. When it comes to these men, we can't go to the gas station, the grocery store. We can't do shit without a man being in our face. And no matter what his intentions are, because I heard Buddy say something about, oh, it's easy to sleep with the man. Yeah, right. But it's not easy to be in a relationship with one. It's pretty easy to be in a relationship with one too. The gag is being in a relationship with a man who, you don't have any standards for. So yeah, if we're talking about women who don't have any standards, absolutely, it'll be 100% easy to get and keep a man. Y'all's issue is that women have standards. They're refusing to bend on them. They're now understanding that being alone is much better than being in the company of most of you. And, they like it like that. I mean, at this point, you guys are almost diminishing your importance or validity on whether or not you can lay some good wood, because at this point a lot of y'all really are only good for that, and that's even subjective. Shit, you
What
got
do
to
you
worry
think about the
about
prompt?
other shit. Oh yes. Pick me behaviors is dangerous because it trains women to think like men. Yeah, I do. It is dangerous. It does train women with low self-esteem, who are insecure, who want to step on the backs of other women. It does make them think like men. They forget that they're women. They forget that their rhetoric is harmful. They forget that those very men that they go to bat for and cape for would never do the same for them. Like those chicks cape for men who would watch them get the dog shit slapped out of them and not say a fucking word if they was a stranger on the street, and it is concerning, very concerning. But at the same time, I like that pick-me's are loud about their pick-meism. I think it's better than, the men that are masking and performing and pretending to be the good guys, pretending to be the upstanding men that really aren't. The pick-me's are loud. We can spot them out a mile away. We know what's up. They don't really
Let me
hide
ask you a
their disdain
question.
for other women. Yes.
It's a pick me behavior, and that's
Mhm.
a pattern that's been happening since we've been doing this live today. Why are you putting it on like the whole person and not addressing the behavior?
Wait, what do you mean?
It's a pick me behavior, and
Mhm.
you said those women.
Yes, because it says trains women to think like men. So I thought
Yeah,
we were just talking
all
about
women
women when we were
though.
saying it.
I'm talking about all women. I'm talking about all women. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about all women, not
Um,
me and those other women. Because when it comes to like what I'm hearing is when we talk about pick me behavior and we start classifying a person, then we start othering ourselves from other women, which is detrimental, which is what men do. Men come up on these panels all day, every day, somehow how they're different from the other men. So when you say those women as if they have not received the same conditioning that you received, as if they doing something that you could not do, it's othering yourself, which in itself would be pick me behavior. So I just want to clarify that if you see pick me behavior and you're saying those women, that in itself is pick me behavior.
okay, that's an interesting perspective. Um, I don't know. I guess it's like being self-aware is the difference. Because like I understand what you're saying. Because I guess that would be like a man that would be like talking about harmful men doing harmful things when I mean men in general can be harmful, and them acknowledging that they can be harmful, period, whether they intend to or not. Yeah, I guess that would be like a self-awareness thing, and just I don't know, something that would require observation from outside of yourself. So
But that's
yeah.
that's one of the ways you do. That's how you could tell, because we could say self awareness all day. But your ego, can you keep your ego in check? For me, I'm like, I'm a pick me. That's uncomfortable. I know it's uncomfortable, but I've accepted it. I accepted that I am male centered. I don't like it. I'm going to try to deconstruct it as much as I can, but I understand that as my default. And it's what I'm saying is we have this tendency of recognizing stuff in society, and then we like it's everybody else, but it's not me. What's inherently a narcissistic trait, which is why society takes so long to get better, because we can't own up to it.
No, you just said some
Well,
deep shit.
yeah,
Well,
I can
it's
see how like we are conditioned to be that way for sure. It's definitely something that we're molded to be from, being young girls with the doll houses and the taking care of the babies and just learning how to cater to other people at such a young age. Yeah. Um, but yeah, when you're saying that the
Don't
the
forget
ability
about them
to
damn Disney
deconstruct,
movies,
yeah,
Shaft.
yeah, that too. The ability to deconstruct and the actively deconstructing that and decentering men, I think that's what would separate people. But I mean, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
it's just like how when we like deconstruct as white people, we talk about how we're all racist. Like our automatic inclination is to like other ourselves from that and talk about the other white people who are racist, but we're all conditioned to be that way. And if we can't accept that responsibility, then yeah, we're not going to move forward at all, because it's always going to be somebody else that we're talking about, not ourselves.
Well, I ain't nothing like these niggas. I ain't gonna lie. No, I'm just fucking with y'all. I'm
The
just fucking
fact
with
that he said I ain't gonna lie, we know you lying.
But you can go ahead.
For me,
Hmm.
I pick me behavior is dangerous because it train women to think like men. I don't really fully get it.
What do you understand what pick me behavior is?
Is that saying like, I mean, pick me behavior in what way though?
No, I'm saying, do you know what pick me behavior is?
I think I do.
Like, give us an example of pick me behavior.
So if like as a woman,
Whatever you declare pick me behavior.
alright, so like, shit, I guess I don't know.
You said as a woman. So what's the one you wanted to say about women?
Shit, I ain't really know. This ain't a good prompt for me. I don't think I.
It's weird because men know pick me's. Men are the biggest pick me's, and y'all see y'all homeboys do pick me shit. Y'all seen y'all homeboys do weird pick me shit
Well, what's
when
pick
they
me,
when
East?
okay. You ever seen how a broke nigga be around rich niggas? You ever see how broke men act around rich men?
No, he just came up here trying to call out Carl for being a pick me.
I ain't calling
I think
nobody out.
dirty. I think dirty
Yeah, he
macking
did.
is low key pick me behavior for men.
Mm-hmm. Like, okay, so back, okay, so I there was this one time this I was with these dudes, right, around these dudes, and his homeboy all of a sudden was like, "Hey, bro, when you gonna give me my sneakers back?" Out of nowhere, trying to shit on his boy, to trying to shit on his homeboy. Or what about when all of a sudden you with your homeboys, and then next thing, some women are around and they're like, damn, yeah, I'm about to hit this play for 100,000, that I'm about to, like, y'all see niggas do pick me shit. Y'all have seen it. Y'all may not recognize it. Y'all may call it lame,
I
or
don't
you
think
know what
they
I'm saying.
care.
But
They
hold
still
up,
gonna be
Kai.
homeboys with them.
Kai, when you came up here, what was the thing you said to
I
Carl?
ain't say nothing to call. I told
You ain't say nothing but
no,
what did you
I
say?
told dude he was misrepresenting us. That's what I said.
Why? Why?
Cause
How am I misrepresenting
Hold on,
y'all?
hold on. Let him answer. Let him answer. Why he misrepresenting
man,
y'all?
when I got on, all I did was hear y'all telling him to shut up.
No, no, no. You said he making y'all look bad. Why did you say that?
Because when I got on here, all I heard was you snapping on him.
So you don't know nothing he said.
Shit, hell no.
What
So
the
you
fuck?
came up here dazed and confused. You don't know what's going on.
I'm trying to get hooked.
Wait, so was that him being a pick me? Kind of.
What the fuck? How you
No,
gonna tell
I
him
ain't
he
use him being a
misrepresenting you?
pick
You didn't
me.
even
You were
hear what he
saying, look
said
at
to
me,
disagree with what he
look
said.
at me. Let me say this is because I think it's funny. You making us look bad, but it was nothing behind it. So that's why I called you a goofy, bro. Like you just coming out here just talking.
Man, what you was saying,
Like
you
you
was
know what I'm
trying to
saying?
say,
Like, but look,
you was trying to say something that I
it's
ain't
all good,
vibe
bro.
with
It's
what
all
you was
good. It's
saying
all
at the
good,
time. That's
man.
why I said it.
It's all good, bro. Just charge it to the game. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that deep.
It's funny. It's funny because like this is the thing. I like, and this is actually to the men. Like men are like, "What's y'all problem with pick me's?" Men don't have a problem with pick me, but imagine men understand the threat of violence between each other, right? Like y'all understand, like shit could get violent. Like somebody can lose their life, right? The dudes, the men, yes or no? Yes, no.
I'm
Okay,
with
fuck
you.
it.
I'm with
All
you.
right, cool. All right, cool. You tracking. Um, Pygmies push that threat of violence onto other women. Like, if y'all understand men can get violent between each other, understand that women have the same understanding. Like we know that men are violent as well. But what pygmies do is they they heighten that threat to women in their proximity in multiple ways. like pygmies tend to be a magnet for, and I know Tara, we talk about the behaviors, not pick me. But pick me behavior, even I can take it out. Pick me behavior attracts men who tend to display the behaviors, right? Like ABF men, or verbally ABF men, and they not only attractive because all women low key like can attractive, but they allow for it to be facilitated, and not only do they allow for it to be facilitated amongst themselves, they push that onto other women. Like they're like, here, catch. You want some verbal abuse? Here, catch. You want some grape? Here, catch. You want some SA? Here, catch. You want some child endangerment?
Why is a pick
Like
me always negative? Why is it always negative aspects when it
it
comes to a
just
pick me?
simply is negative. And I tried to understand. I tried to get you to understand, but you can't see it outside of the male lens, and that's because you lack empathy.
Can you break it down for me though? Now
You
that I'm
don't
a
understand. You don't understand. I just told y'all. If men
Well,
understand that men can
he's
be
trying to get
violent
labeled.
amongst each
He,
So
other,
so
but hold
Carrie,
on,
then
real
why can't
quick,
you
cause hold up.
understand a woman? Go ahead.
No, I just want to say Curry weird because he been trying to get labeled the whole time he up here. He don't know what the fuck going on. But I just want to say, like, when it comes to pick me behavior, the reason why we need to separate the behavior so we can truly stop demonizing women for male things that men do. Because, like, look how easy it was to triangulate these niggas. Once you recognize that it's their behavior and they should be called out for it, like, then you can focus on what the actual problem is. But yeah, Curry, you ain't got shit to add to the conversation. You just a hoodoo nigga. Don't want to ask a bunch of motherfucking questions because you ain't said shit since you been here. So no, you a dumb
come on, you
motherfucker.
making
All
us
right. I
look
just want
bad,
I
bro. You
think
making us
that
look bad. You making us look
I just want to
bad.
look
clarify
at
that
him.
Curry, you
Ooh,
dumb
damn, that's a
motherfucker.
good one, Car.
Couldn't wait for
That was a
that,
good one,
huh,
Car.
Car?
God damn, Car pulled a Uno reverse on your
Yeah,
ass.
yeah, yeah,
God
yeah.
damn.
You see what?
That motherfucker said skip back to me. God
That was a good.
damn. He made your ass draw two. Draw four. Nah, just kidding. Not
No, that
actually,
was good
really.
timing
But
though.
yeah, he quick on his toes.
no, I
I
deserve
like
that
a
one.
nigga who quick on his toes.
Real nigga activity. I deserve that one.
But yeah, I think that like pick me behavior can definitely what am I trying to say? Like exacerbate the threat of violence among women. It definitely can, or the threat of danger
See,
among
call me.
women.
You seem pretty chill. Like, just you don't have to listen to them. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not.
Like, they over here manipulating you. You know, trying to change
Who
your mind and stuff
manipulated
like that.
me?
I know you want to be up under a man, and you
Man,
want to be
I
able to
got
Well,
listen
high
to a
that's
control
so.
man.
over
First of
You know what
all,
I'm
demons.
saying?
don't
Like,
you just
Hold
you
up.
ain't got to do all that. You ain't got to
I
do
am
all
the
that.
leader.
I know what
I am
side
the
you want to be on. I know what side you want to be on.
leader. I'm the man hating
Look, I can see you smiling. I can
leader.
see you smiling. Like,
see,
I
Sir,
already
this
you
is
know.
can't see
like.
me smiling. I
Does
don't
he
know
I
what
can
think
the
see
this
you
is
fuck you
gonna
smile.
think
I
is
can
work?
hear
going
you smiling.
on.
I can hear you smiling.
Does he
Sir,
think this is gonna
sir,
work? My God.
I can hear
He
you
feel
Liz,
like Danny
smiling.
got used
Liz,
against
hold
him. He's
on,
trying to
Liz.
reverse it.
Look, like I'm trying to
Liz.
tell you, some of y'all don't even believe what y'all
Um,
saying for real. Y'all don't even
Mr.
believe what y'all
Nigga,
saying.
Mr.
Y'all
Massage
don't even
Nigga.
believe what y'all saying.
Mr.
Y'all
Massage
y'all just
Nigga.
want a man
Mr.
who's six
Massage
feet tall,
Nigga.
He about to
who
pitch
making
us.
six figures.
He back to the commercial.
Not
Damn,
the
nigga.
red pill, not the
Why
red
you
He
pill
guys
script.
always resort to the Wattpad fantasy man, or the men that women be talking about on book talk? That whole
I was
six
just about to say
figure,
them
six
niggas be
foot
on book
thing,
talk,
But I
bunny.
that is
do.
a
But
fantasy. It's
this is the thing. If I fuck with any man, yeah, it's gonna be that man, and a lot of y'all ain't him.
Exactly.
I
Most
know you
women get
got
married to the
me.
men. They get married to the men they don't want. They get
Yeah, cause
married
y'all
to the men they
all are
No,
settle with.
tragically
people
who
marry
pathetic.
the fuck
average
ain't 6
people.
foot?
People marry within their socioeconomic class. Y'all be going on this whole dating app that don't even
I
represent the entirety of the population of America. Always talk about, oh, the 80% of women want 20% of men, not
That's
even taking
true.
into
It's
account why
true.
those women are even swiping left in the first place.
No.
It's
I
not
want y'all
because they
to
don't.
understand. I want the men to understand that if we had an option right now, it's Tara to vote. For the women who still want to fuck with men, if we had an option that we'll get rid of the rest of y'all 80%, and the only niggas left would be the Michael B. Jordan and Anthony Joshua's and
That's what
motherfucking
I'm
Kobe
saying.
Cerebi
That's what I'm
and
saying. I'm
motherfucking
him.
like them niggas.
I'm him. That's what
We'll Thanos snap y'all ugly motherfuckers out of this bitch. Y'all be gone. And I pass them niggas around to my homegirl's east. He on his way.
You
He
being
on his way
you
to
being
push you
serious
through
right
the
now?
mattress. Fuck yeah. Y'all niggas is ugly. Y'all niggas is tragic. Y'all bloodlines deserve to be eradicated right fucking now. Like, y'all so fucking simple-minded and motherfucking non-ambitious having ass, no
Man, you
discipline
talking
having
like you
ass
just got
niggas.
everything
You
together. Like you perfect.
motherfucking
Look at
niggas.
Megan.
You motherfucking niggas ain't got no get up and go about y'all. Y'all motherfucking niggas cry and whine about every fucking thing. Y'all
Man,
can't achieve
you call me.
nothing.
I think
Put
you've
the
been
cut water
choosing
Bunch of
some
down.
bad
Put the cut
dudes.
motherfucking
water down.
finna, a
You
bunch of
tripping?
Hey, bro,
motherfucking finna
she just be
niggas.
Hey, go
choosing the
ahead. Put the
wrong
Hold
cut
dudes,
down.
up,
Put the
Nobody
bro.
hold
cut
wanna
up,
down.
hold
fuck
up,
with
hold up,
y'all.
hold up. She calling out his point, and now you want to neg her as crazy.
And they won't let me
Lynn
finish.
was supposed to. Lynn said do a poll, then didn't even introduce the poll. That's not
Okay,
easy.
hold on. Can you be quiet? Be quiet. Be quiet. We're gonna ask the women if we could get rid of the 80% of men who don't look like motherfucking Anthony Joshua, Xavier Leggett, Michael B. Jordan, the fine ass niggas of the world, like Odell Beckham Jr. type shit. You know
You
Half
talking
the
about the men that
niggas
don't
gonna
when
want
we
beat
do
your
you talking
ass
that,
about
and
the
they
men that
don't
don't
when
want
want
we
you.
you.
get when we get rid
Are you talking
of
about the
Them
men that
those
niggas do
don't want
not
niggas
want
you?
you.
If
and
they don't
pass them
want you.
around for the
Wait a minute,
homegirl
hold
to
on.
have it.
Not y'all being pick me trying to nag the niggas. We want them
Ah,
niggas.
yeah.
Bro, this
Y'all
Yeah.
Yeah,
trying to
motherfucker,
be
we
pick me.
would
Smiley face for
y'all
this
yes,
motherfucker
hold on.
crying
tweaking.
face for no. Smiley
Smiley
face for
face, get
yes.
rid of the UGMOs and we gonna share the 20% of fine niggas.
I think
Skepta
I could
type
speak for
nigga.
fine shit because I'm fine shit.
Young
And we don't
Denzel
want
type
You
y'all.
might
We
head
don't want
ass
y'all. I
Bro,
can
nigga.
I don't
speak
care
for
what
I
y'all
can
think
Not
speak
of
for
me.
fine
I
shit
got
because
not
I'm fine
my
shit.
not
girls are
yellow
fine
teeth
shit.
saying
And
Y'all
no.
and
tripping.
we don't want y'all. We don't want
Look at
y'all.
that crash out.
Y'all ain't even fucking with my girl. Y'all sitting up
You
We
here
like
picking
wanna
on
dogs or
niggas
Thanos
cats?
ugly.
snap you niggas the fuck
You like
on out
dogs
of
or cats?
here.
You like
Gon' get ugly.
You
UGMO.
ain't nowhere near in my girl
Nigga,
league,
you
bro.
do not look like Michael B. Jordan type ass nigga. I just fucking
Michael B.
know.
Jordan don't want you.
You fucking ugly. It don't
My
fucking
girl
matter,
love me
nigga.
though.
That don't got shit to do with nothing. You still ugly. You
My
niggas is
girl love me
ugly.
though.
that's all you got,
He
Hold
ain't
on,
man.
real
denying
quick.
that he
Yeah,
ugly.
that's
Hold
what
on,
you
real
is.
quick. Hold on, real quick. So the poll was 13-1. The only
Motherfucker,
person
you
who said they
ugly,
hold up,
motherfucker.
hold up. Only person who said it didn't matter was Yellow Teeth.
You just
Yellow
went
Teeth,
to
the
a
only
page. You went to a
one.
page.
That
But
nigga
hold
will take
up.
a ugly nigga.
But see that hold up. But look, I love that you made that point, Lynn. Cause look how the energy shift with men when you start focusing on other women and you start focusing on them. Them niggas couldn't stay on the fucking mute button.
And then they turned into pick me. Talking about something they gonna beat y'all ass. They don't want you. They don't want you.
Bro,
Turn straight into
Y'all dealing with men
that's
that beat
pick
your
me
ass?
what niggas say
behavior.
get
Pause.
rid
Hold
of
on,
80% of the women
y'all.
though?
That was pick
We
me
You
gonna
ain't
get
even
behavior,
making
rid.
no
ladies.
sense. You talking about get rid of
Ladies,
We
us.
the
don't
men.
care. Y'all already
Well,
think we only
even
want
if they
20%.
did, mathematically speaking, even if 80% of the male population were to disappear, humanity will still continue because honestly, there's an overpopulation of men to begin with. It's 101 men to every 100 women in today's world population. I'm not talking about the United States, the world population. And in certain countries, there's an extreme gender imbalance, and we see the effects of what happens when there's too many men in the population. Is actually quite dangerous. You need more women in the population than you do men. So even if
It
80%
is
of the
more
men were
it
to
is more women in the
disappear,
world. What are you
That's what
talking
I'm
no,
about?
it's
saying.
not.
What are you
Bunny,
talking
bunny,
about?
It's
It is more
not.
women.
There's
The
more
bunny,
ratio is
men.
6 to
It's
bunny.
1. The ratio is
101
6 to
men
1.
to every
It's more women.
100 women. You can look that up.
It is
You
more
probably
women in the
think
So
that
world. What are you talking
everybody
There's
about?
more
Bunny,
all
men.
and
these
Look
that's
it
people
what
up.
so
bunny,
all
and
y'all are
that's what
single,
I'm
The
huh?
thing
saying,
is, either
bunny.
do your own
Bunny,
research.
I am single. You know they single, man. You know that.
hold on,
All
You know they
these
bunny.
single.
all single women, huh?
Hold on, bunny. And that's what I'm saying. If we get rid of the UGMOs, the 80%, the men who below,
You're below.
5'10", if we get rid of
What
the
you
niggas who
talking?
is below 5'10" and keep the rest like the fine shit, and like they won't even like. Have you ever noticed that fine niggas be straight? Like
She just
fine
want to be
niggas
a
be
side
chilling
chick. That's
shit.
all she's
Like
telling you. She just want to be a side chick.
ugly,
That's it.
ugly, broke, like rat niggas. They be in the corner like rats with rabies, like
Bro,
mad,
I can't
like
believe you let her
niggas
Good
with
talk
no
this much,
Lynn,
bro.
I
discipline.
Actually,
just
what we're seeing is actually nature
And women who
correcting
ain't got no
itself
man be
because
yapping
Lynn,
all day.
honestly,
That's
I
hold
what
I
I'm
don't
can't
on,
know
believe you
y'all
hold
let
niggas
on.
her
don't take
talk
I
like
shit.
just
this,
wanted to
bro.
say
every
real
Women
quick.
who
nature
don't
I
have
has
just
men
wanted
be
to
yapping
laws.
say,
all day.
hold on. I just wanted to just ask the guys a question. When we said we was gonna get rid of the 80% and only keep the 80% of uglies and only keep the 20% of the fine good niggas,
fine shit.
why y'all didn't identify with the I'm sorry, Lynn. Why y'all didn't identify with the 20% of fine shit? Why didn't y'all say
I
good?
did. I did. What are you
Get
talking
Bro,
rid
about? I
of them
I
said,
80%
did,
I
bro.
of
I
niggas.
did.
said
I
No,
I
did.
don't
y'all
care. My
immediately was like,
girl.
I
they don't
did.
want you.
That was
Them niggas
Curry.
don't
That was
want
Curry.
you.
That was
Yeah,
Curry,
I said
man.
that because you basing everything off looks. Like, ain't it? Don't you value more than looks?
No, fuck that.
No.
Y'all, then that's why
I
y'all
mean, you
single.
guys
We
don't.
want
Then
we
You're
want
telling me
fine
you
shit.
are you telling me you value other than looks? Like you're telling me that you date girls?
my girl, the total package. She beautiful. Go look at my page.
Cool.
Y'all not even fucking with
I'm
her,
not gonna
bro.
do that,
Notice
but
he using
I
his
oh,
Okay,
hold
I
up.
mean
Notice
I'm
he
Ain't
using
none of
his
y'all
Every
partner for
fucking
girl
with
on this
her,
panel
bro.
validation.
about a
Hold
good
up, hold
six
up,
Ain't
good
hold
none of
six
up,
y'all.
with her anyway.
hold up.
So
Y'all,
Ooh, they
this nigga
mad.
using
You get
his
that
Y'all
gun.
swear
that back.
y'all.
Hold up,
You get
hold
y'all
that
up,
back
six
because
on a
this
pass.
good
what
day.
y'all do. Hold up, this what y'all do. He using his partner for validation. His
Man,
partner
mm.
I'm
for
just saying facts
validation.
though. You feel me? I don't need no
No.
validation.
Well then why are you
I've
saying
been
it?
him
Why do you
before
need to prove
her.
anything to us? Just
Because
don't
you
talk about
keep
it. Yo,
calling you keep
is that
calling
her
niggas
as your
ugly.
profile pic or is that you? I can't
That's me.
like
Why you being
oh
funny? That's
okay.
me. Yeah. So
I'm not even
Um,
trying to be funny.
ain't
Well,
none of y'all fucking with my girl, so it don't
we
You
matter.
know
heard
what?
you. We
Here's the
heard
thing.
you.
Hold on, wait a minute. Here's the thing. I'm gonna hook her up with my homeboy and take your bitch. How about that? How
Go
about
ahead, my
that?
girl.
How about I
You
send
could
her a real
try.
nigga her
You
way
could
that
try.
don't
Go
argue on the
ahead.
panel like a
Man,
bitch?
this
Go
How about
ahead.
that?
nigga, this
How
this
about
nigga
that?
got her. This nigga got
Yeah, how
fine
about
shit.
that?
Hold on,
Let's see
Go
how
ahead.
strong she is. Let's see
Ease,
how
Go
sturdy she
ease,
gonna
ahead, bro.
stand up
I ain't
against a
ease,
worried
nigga
about
that's 6 foot
ease,
with green eye curly hair combo. Huh?
who the fuck ain't
Yeah, you can't
6 foot.
ease,
stand up against it. Let's see.
ease.
Let's see. I
This
bet you that.
nigga got
I
fine
bet you
shit
my
living
good
in
sis gonna
squalor.
fold. How about that?
Yeah,
What
cause
you
he got fine shit living in squalor. This nigga look like he live in poverty. Shut the fuck up talking to me. Y'all got a sheet on the wall head ass nigga. Shut the fuck up talking to me, broke ass. The
keep
fuck y'all got
talking?
a
We
sheet
gonna
on the
see.
wall.
Keep
Go
Y'all
talking. We
got
ahead.
a
Do
gonna
y'all
send her
19
thing.
a real
motherfucking 80s
oh
bed
strong
set.
back
Shut the
ass
fuck
nigga.
up.
That shit you
Nigga
looking
that
at
can reach
old.
the top shelf standing on both feet on the back on his motherfucking knees. He reaching the top shelf. Strong back ass nigga.
Hey, bro, you
Go
can hold
go
that
Nigga
nigga
making
in
ahead.
money
church
in his
on the
sleep. How
choir.
about
These
that?
are hoes to be
What,
on the
hey,
choir.
what
These are
Yo,
hoes to be
yo,
on the choir,
fun,
bro.
panel,
This is
fun.
the crazy
panel
part.
Holy
man
These are
shit.
hoes to
podcast.
be on the
This
choir.
podcast put it on the good
Oh,
ass.
that
Some big
nigga.
shit,
No,
big dick, big
These hoes to
booty.
be on the
y'all just
choir,
mad
Yo,
because
bro.
I'm really
say
him
it
though.
again. Say it
Talking
again,
about forget that pass. Talking about forget that pass.
Whatever goes say, man, I love me a chocolate ass, dark skin, country ass. Got it out the mud, 610 thug ass. Talk
You
that
Lynn.
sound like
shit.
you just a
All of
drunk. You
that.
just a drunk. You
Hey,
just a
we
drunk, bro.
gonna sing.
Y'all ain't no
what
Baby,
shit.
happened
won't you
though?
come
Yeah.
my
Hold
way?
Hey,
up.
I
Where
appreciate
the
y'all,
fuck
man.
did
You're
this nigga
showing every
go?
woman what how not to act.
You
I
damn
appreciate
right. We
y'all.
good. We don't
They
want
crashing
to.
out because they not Michael B. Jordan head ass niggas. Y'all niggas was ugly.
They mad. They mad because they about to get Thanos snapped. That's what
Out
it
of here.
is.
Out of here, boy.
Reach out sent you an
Snap.
invite. I don't know where the fuck
Look,
you went
watch.
at.
Look, watch me snap his
They
ass.
leftovers, bro.
Ooh. Snap.
Hold up. Hold up. Go ahead, fire. Hold up. Fire, you
See
there?
fire on the panel. panel. Firehead back on the panel.
Y'all can't see fire.
I can't see Firehead. I
All
see
right, fire.
K
Hold on,
Mac.
look. Hold up.
Man,
What's
East.
y'all
When I
what's
tell
y'all
you I
definition?
Hold up.
tag, when I tell you
What's
Eastside
y'all
tag
definition of a pick
team,
me?
motherfucking Anthony Joshua down with your ass, I pass him over East. He on the way. Talk
Baby,
about
let me get the
get rid of you,
weekends.
Ugmos.
Let me get the weekends, cause Michael gonna be here on the weekdays. I'm gonna making some good bacon and eggs, making some biscuits and gravy. This nigga want to ask a question. You got to answer the prompt before you ask a
Hold up.
question, sir.
Let Fire go. Where Fire?
Fire's not
Pick me
here.
behavior is dangerous because it trains
Y'all don't
women
see
to
Fire?
think
I
like
see Fire.
men.
Fire. I don't know what's
It,
going on with you.
no,
You
it
might need
I
to
don't.
don't see
update your app
fire.
and come
I
I
in.
don't
see
see
K
fire her
Mac.
either.
I see K
Um,
Mac
That's
and Miss
crazy.
can I answer
Zaya.
it then?
All right,
No, be
go ahead.
quiet. We're trying to figure something out, K Mac.
Um, I'm gonna send another invite. Fire, you might need to update your app. Can y'all see Fire now?
No, that's
That's
Zaya.
that's
Zaya.
Zaya.
You keep bringing Zaya
Zaya,
back up.
hold up. Not us, Lord. Go ahead, Zaya. My bad. Damn.
Sorry, and then you keep dropping me too.
I mean, I could have sworn I was here before Zaya. I
Hold
mean,
up.
literally.
Hold up. Hold up.
No,
No.
she was here before you.
No,
No, I
Zaya.
just
I
see.
thought I said
I popped up
Fire.
before Zaya.
I don't see how y'all couldn't connect the two. That's crazy. Go ahead, Zaya.
So you were talking about me the whole time?
Oh
Yeah, the whole
damn.
goddamn time.
Yo.
We thought you was saying fire.
You keep saying fire. I was thinking, who's fire? Like,
That thick ass UK accent. You know my girl from the UK, y'all. Leave her alone.
she's not. Yo, she has an American accent. The host.
No, she's from the UK. She from abroad.
Okay, okay, okay. But pick me behavior is dangerous. It trains women to think like, yo, pick me behavior is big dangerous. Okay, I mean not big. I think it's very dangerous because a lot of women will end up putting other women in danger just being a pick me. Like, just they will do a certain way or do certain things, act a certain way, and they will put another woman's life at risk. Like, I think being a dangerous. Sorry.
I don't think y'all know what a real pick me is. I think y'all take words and put different definitions to them because
Go ahead and define
the
it for
reality
us.
of a pick me is a woman that aligns with a man for a man to pick her to be with her for the rest of his life, to be a traditional man, to be a husband. So a man finds a woman. Okay,
So
so
I want to tell you, you're not a woman. You don't know pick me's.
a woman has to be found. Therefore, the man is picking the woman. Okay, because
Sir,
she's
why you
found.
on here? It seems like you already picked. Why you on here preaching to us?
It's because
What
you
do
know
it
what?
make you feel
Good,
better
good.
about yourself?
I'm glad you asked that question. I'm glad you asked that question. Right?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So, and I'm assuming that you're a black woman, right?
Oh gosh.
I'm assuming, right? Can I assume that? Is that fair to say?
Just get on with it,
What does that
sir.
have to do
Can
with
you can
anything?
don't be rude
Man,
because I
y'all
wasn't rude.
rude,
So okay, I'm
man.
just asking so I can get
We
Terry,
are
clarification.
you've been
rude.
up here. Stop acting surprised.
No, this is my first
But let
time
him talk,
No, I'm not
man.
talking to
Go
speaking
ahead.
up
you.
here.
I'm talking to
Oh,
Mac.
okay. No, no, no. Yeah, I'm black. Go ahead. Come
Okay,
on.
then. So, do you understand that if we don't get this shit right within our communities, it ain't gonna be no communities.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Okay, I'm glad you
because
said that because I got
hold
some shit
on.
to
Let
say.
me
Hold on,
finish.
I got some
Man,
shit
Let
that
me
y'all need to
she
get
finish.
drunk,
right.
Max. You gotta
Yeah.
don't mind.
Let
She
me
drunk.
finish. Let me finish. Because power, there's power within the communities. In order to get in order to get the power, we must be uniting together. Okay,
Jesus.
Okay, what
But
family
is
that
he even
doesn't mean
talking
you need to
about?
be in a
Mac, they
So
relationship
don't
in
want
you
order
none
for
have
of
the
us, Mac.
community
Ain't
to
you been
be
listening?
in
They
of course
tune
not.
don't
with
This is the
each
want.
reason
other.
why they losing. This is the reason why
Oh,
passport bros came about,
hold
and
on,
this is the
hold on,
reason
hold
why
on.
men
Wait a
going
minute.
their
Hold
own
on.
way.
Wait a minute. Pause. Wait
Because
a minute.
in
Hold on.
history,
Pause. Wait.
most
Hold
in
on.
history,
Damn, can he finish?
Pause. No, you can be quiet too. Pause. You said that we need to come together, but you said that's why y'all losing. How we gonna come together under that mindset?
ma'am. No, no. See, this is what you do. Don't selective here.
No, no, no,
Listen to the
He
no.
whole
You
entire
twisting
thing.
that's
up
what
his
you
words.
said. That's
No,
what you
you got
said.
no, ma'am. Listen to the whole entire thing that I said, and then therefore you'll get an understanding.
No, 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 no.
Okay, I
I'm
said,
I'm
ma'am,
already in
ma'am. No,
confusion.
you didn't,
So
because if you did
no,
hear the whole
no.
thing,
I'm in
then you would
confusion.
understand. You would understand that's not the whole
Why
entire
you
thing of what I
whispering? You're not
said,
supposed to be on the phone with us.
Oh my
ma'am. What I'm saying,
God,
Lynn,
what I'm
let
bro.
him
saying to you
finish.
is, this is what I'm saying
That
to
nigga
you is,
whispering. This nigga in the closet trying to
you
get
see what
this
I'm
shit
saying? You see
off.
what I'm saying? Ink when they incoherent,
You
this is
you're
what
too
they do. They
funny.
Sir,
deflect.
hold
They
on,
young. They
sir.
gotta
Sir,
be
you just
young,
gotta
Mac.
hurry
They
up
just
and
young,
we
bro.
gonna let you
When
finish.
you
Yo,
Just
can we
can't
land your
wrap it up?
plane.
What's
Just
your
when you
point?
can't
wrap it up a
comprehend what
little bit.
somebody's saying,
Let's just
this
get
is
to your
what you
point.
do. You deflect. And what I'm saying, this reason why I said what I said is because the reality is the first time in history men are walking away, but y'all are not paying attention to the men and why
Hold
they
on,
are
why? Hold
walking
on,
away
whoa,
from you.
whoa, whoa, hold up. If y'all walking away, why the fuck y'all in our face still begging then? That don't
Yeah,
make
you
no
down there.
sense.
You and
Y'all saying
Carbon
one
begging up here.
thing.
Literally,
Hold
they're
up,
It's
all
a
hold up. I
reason.
online
wanna
It's a
begging.
reason.
Also,
hold
It's a
too,
up. Let me
men
reason.
are
hold up.
supposedly walking
Let me
away.
say
Why
something
are
real
they
quick.
so?
Hold on, real quick. I want to make another point too, and that's why I said like this whole relationship, trying to get a partner, like trying to find your person, is so individualistic, and it's a man's mindset, right? Remember that first curse of Eve: you should desire your husband. Well, the fuck he'll rule over you. At the end of the day, or whatever. You right, Lynn. That's not communal mindset at all. Because it's like, well, it's on you. You should have got you one. You ain't did the right stuff. You need to do the right stuff. You need to act like this to get you one. Like, do y'all hear y'all fucking selves? That shit is
We
fucking
do.
crazy.
We do hear ourselves, and at
Exactly
the end
why
of
I
the
said
day,
get rid
what
of
we're
the ugly
telling you is
mode.
Yo,
because
he
we're the
said
ones
he
that's
hates
putting the ring
himself.
on your finger. We're the ones that's willing to put our lives on the line. But at the end of the day, what we're telling you is with the behavior and how you have transitioned into something that men don't want to be involved with, you're not listening as women.
We don't
Bro,
want to
look, bro.
listen.
This the thing,
No,
bro.
we don't
We
want. Shut
can't
up,
listen. You in the
Casey.
closet
We
talking
don't.
to us.
You talking too low, but we don't want to listen. We don't want to
You
do
They
it.
right.
don't
This
We
want
is the
don't
shit to
want to.
do
reason
with
why
Hold
it
you're
on,
getting
either.
hold
left
on,
behind.
hold on, hold on.
You right.
We
You
we
not
don't
listening.
want to.
They
We
got
don't
it, bro.
want
Let them
it,
have it.
Casey. Shut the
Y'all
fuck
don't.
up.
They don't respect consent.
We
Y'all
don't
weird as
want it.
fuck.
That's the thing. Y'all keep y'all up here trying to convince us, and then turn around and talk about so. Well, you better act right before listen. Let me tell you something. When I
Well,
was
you
little, I
better
used to
get you a
hold on
dog in
real
a
quick. I'm
rose, and
finna mute you real quick because this is what y'all remind me of. When I was little, I used to
you're
pretend to
gonna get
run
older one
away
day,
so I
and
could
you're
get
gonna
my
wish
Yo,
that
way.
you
let her
Hold
changed
fucking
on.
that.
talk. Oh my gosh.
I'm
You
gonna
gonna
drop you down. I'm gonna bring you right
It
back
be
up,
the
but you gotta shut
ugliest
the fuck
hoes
up
that
so
be
I
talking
could
like
hold
that.
on. When I was little, I used to pretend to run away so I could get my way, and I would walk to the door and I would look at my mom and be like, I'm leaving. I'm packing my bag." And my mom would just look at me and be like, "Okay." And then I get my bag and I put my Barbie dolls in my bag. I put a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in my bag. I'm like, "I got my bag. I'm at the door. I'm leaving." That's how you niggas are right now. And then I have my hand at the doorknob and I'll be like, "I'm turning the doorknob. I'm ready to go." And then I'll open the door. That's what
Notice,
you niggas are
notice how
doing right
she,
now. That's
You're
what
gonna
y'all
miss
are
me.
doing.
notice how
you
she said
you
that
gonna
like it's normal.
okay.
Notice how
I
she
got
said that
one
like it's
foot out the
normal. Most
door.
women
You
be
better
unhinged. They be unhinged. They
Just
be unhinged.
whining.
Like I'm trying to tell you,
That's
they crazy.
exactly
They
what
crazy as
y'all are
hell.
doing. Shut
So
up.
so
We don't give a
I swear to
what'll
fuck.
God.
make y'all happy then if we just left y'all the fuck alone?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm
She
Yeah.
just chilling.
crazy.
I'm
I'm telling
alone
you, she
now.
Absolutely.
I'm
crazy,
having
bro.
a black.
You can't talk sense to women like this.
Nah, I'm glad I got mine, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
For
What's
See how you
up,
now.
guys
Not
can
till
Ashley?
I
look?
Both
not
of
till I
y'all got
send
your
Jamal
Go
her
hometown
ahead,
way.
on the
bro. Do what
fucking
you
What
panel
what
and
look
do.
Not
like
not
what
till
though,
I
representing
bro?
send Big
us.
Dick
Like,
Jamal her
ain't
Go
way.
we
do
Crazy
what
as
you
ain't we
hell.
gonna do.
saying go to y'all women,
Yep.
go get,
And then
go
let's
talk to
see. Yo,
them.
they watch how their dad treats their mom. So y'all see that.
I'ma send
I
listen,
don't
I'ma
give a
send bro
damn.
man
They
from the
need to
fifth
listen.
go
floor to
back.
come
They
Y'all
take
need
your
to
gonna be the
go
bitch. How
fuck
same
about that?
Let me
females in
make you have to
15
go around
years
and
that's
send
Man, if
me.
you
complaining
ever
that
saw
men
me
don't
in real
protect
life,
y'all.
I'ma send bro
you'll be
man from the
thirsty
this
as fuck,
flow. He
bro.
finna come take your food and your bitch, nigga.
Bro,
Shut your
you'll be
ass up.
thirsty
You
as
ain't
fuck
even
if you
on
ever
My
met
land.
me in
thing,
real
my
life.
Hold up
thing
your
is,
This
why
is
horse.
the
you got a
thing. I
woman?
don't
Why you
understand.
trying to convince me that I'm gonna
I
be
ain't trying to
thirsty with
convince
you?
shit because I
Go
don't fuck with
ahead
all
didn't call
type. Y'all some
your
dirt balls.
sir,
Y'all some
sir. You
silly,
have a
goofy,
cheat,
dumb,
Listen,
retarded.
at the
sir.
end of
You
the day,
have you
see,
have
Y'all
a
some
listen,
sheet on
peasant.
listen.
your wall. You have
Man,
a
y'all
sheet
really
on your
hurt.
Y'all,
wall. Stop talking
These
to
men are hurt.
me.
Y'all
Hold
females
up,
up
nah,
here
hold
cause
in
y'all
up.
be letting,
Go
15
ahead,
years, y'all
hold
y'all
gonna
be
up,
think
letting them
hold
differently.
up,
disrespect.
Y'all niggas is
Bro,
hurt.
y'all all
Go
weak as
ahead,
hell.
Nelly. Hold up, Carrie.
Ooh, he
Damn.
triggered.
Crying.
Ooh, he's
We
shaking
ain't
in
we
Nah, I'm
ain't
just
pain.
triggered, but we
tired.
just trying to
Now
warn
you
you.
Y'all just
crying. Stop
We trying to warn
anti-woman,
you.
crying.
bro.
See, this the
Crying.
Ain't
thing.
Stop
Y'all
nobody
be listening to
crying,
y'all
bro.
men,
crying.
Y'all
y'all
just, y'all
community.
just
It's
need to
Nelly
get y'all shit
time.
together.
Right, y'all need to
Hold
get
up,
y'all shit together.
hold
Right,
up.
as
Y'all got
Together
calm
for what? Like, what
down.
exactly are we supposedly
Hold,
be
hold.
preparing
How
All
about
right,
how
for?
about how
y'all.
about
Like,
show the at
I'm
least
not
show
gonna
the
drop a
how
person. I'm gonna
about you
drop the
could at least show the
panel.
niggas the same amount of
Hold the
respect
fuck up.
you
You
yeah.
can
showing the female.
go. You can go. Like, what the fuck? Bye. Y'all just talking over people. Calm the fuck down. Go count to 30 and sit in the corner, nigga. What the fuck? Go ahead, Nelly.
Y'all doing nothing but just proving all the men right. The more y'all talk.
Man, get the fuck out.
All right, right. I get it.
No, no, no,
When
no,
it
no,
don't fit your
no. What do you
narrative, the men
mean?
gotta go. As soon as they have a point,
Wh-
the men gotta go, right?
No, what's
Question
the?
is, what
What are we
exactly was
doing?
the point?
Hold up, hold up.
Because
What
y'all
are we
don't listen to
doing?
comprehend, y'all listen to respond. And that's the point right there.
What is the goal, though?
The goal is to marry our sisters, and y'all make it impossible. So we go to other races.
No, no,
No,
that's not
you
our
would go to
goal.
other races because you want to. It doesn't have
No, we
anything
don't
to
have to.
do
We
with the.
we
You
love
can
our
marry any
women.
black woman you want to. Okay, so don't
Hold up,
try to
Bunny. Hold
say
up, Bunny. Bunny. Y'all gotta let them at least finish their point. I'm only asking questions so he can like further what he's saying. Go ahead,
So
sir.
say it again. What was the question?
I said, what you're saying the goal is marrying the sis. Is that do you? If the women are giving pushback in that, does that mean we have different goals?
No, what it is our race is the last race. We're the least married. We're on the bottom of the totem pole on every metric. It's
So do
because
you think? Do you think that's women's fault?
it helps.
So hold up. Let's go with that logic. Let's say it is the women's fault, right? Black women who you say on the bottom. What if your bottom is actually out top and we leading by saying we don't want to be murdered, y'all?
What do you mean?
What if, because again, the goals are not aligning. Like if you saying that y'all women not doing this and y'all women not doing this, then if you got to keep saying it, doesn't that mean that we don't have the same goal?
Yes, and that's why we go with the people who we align with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's fine. And we're not fighting against that. But what I'm saying is y'all so quick to put yourselves at the bottom. If you know anything about the way society goes, like black women lead society. And us deciding not to marry and settle down with men, you see that amongst other groups of women.
But other
Yeah,
groups
and
of
I
women
got
are
a
taught how
question.
to treat a man.
Okay, hold on. I got
And
a
our
question. What is it? What are the things? Give me five things that men that will tell a man that he's ready for marriage. Like what do men say to themselves when they like I'm ready to marry a woman? Give me five things that he think to himself.
it goes off of how the woman portray herself, like a woman who
Oh,
basks in her
that I'm not. No, no, no,
femininity.
no,
That's not
no.
what she asked. She asked
No.
how does the man know he's ready to marry? Not if he wants to
It's
marry,
not.
what he's looking for in a woman. How does he know himself that he is ready to be married or if he is even marriage material? That's what she's asking. It has nothing to do with, the potential fiance. She's talking about you personally.
Me
Yeah.
personally,
What are the things that men look for in themselves that say I'm ready for marriage?
when we done slinging meat all over the damn town.
So
Making
you
kids.
expect a
So
woman to
hold
be
on,
okay
hold
with
She
on,
said
you.
hold
five,
on, Bunny.
five.
Hold on, Bunny. I'm making a point. So I need five characteristics that a man use to tell himself he's ready for marriage. What are those five characteristics?
It's really nothing we do for ourselves. It's what the woman
Okay, what
show
are
us, and
five
we go off of
characteristics
that.
of husband material? No, 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 no. That doesn't make sense. What are five characteristics of a man who's husband material?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, he's financially stable.
Okay.
He's mentally mature.
Okay.
He has great leadership skills.
Okay, you can't say leadership because that's vague.
Well, not really. Women like a
Okay.
leader, right?
No, 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 no. Because then we can break down leadership and we can say, what are characteristics of leadership? So give me the characteristics of the leader and make that the last three. It's hard. Is it hard?
No, not really. It's just like kind of like on
Okay.
the spot.
Take your take your
No,
time,
whoever
baby.
played
What
that
the?
audio.
It's okay. Let the Lord use you. What we say East the other day? Let the Lord
Lord,
use you.
you.
Let the Lord
Whoever
use
played that
you.
audio, you're dead wrong,
Hold
bro.
on. Hold on. You don't got three more? Just what are three skills of a leader? That's all you gotta do. Dun, 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 dun.
Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Na, na,
No,
na.
it's not clicking.
So you
Okay,
guys,
not education. I'm gonna help you out. Education. Do you think being smart, educated is one?
Sure.
God damn.
hold
Do you
on, real,
Why
think
you
being
helping
disciplined is
out?
one?
Sure.
hold on, real quick,
Go
hold on, real
help.
quick, hold on, real quick. Let me slide in here, Lynn, real quick.
I
Name five
didn't.
qualities. That guy. Name
Oh
five
my
qualities
God.
of a woman as a wife.
I did not give you good consent for this. And here you go.
We
Five
married. I don't need to
qualities
consent anymore.
for a woman.
That's being a wife. Five qualities of a wife.
That that
Wife
doesn't involve
material.
Wife
chores.
material.
Listening.
Uh huh.
Hold on, let me finish.
Oh, we're waiting. That's only one.
Is that it? Like,
See, you fucked up my shit right now.
bro, what the fuck? What
Just
is
listening?
just listening? That's all he wants, I guess.
That's it. That's all you got.
How you
Yep,
gonna
that's
look
all I
for a
got.
wife? How you gonna find a wife and you don't even know what you looking for? God
Exactly.
damn. Nigga don't even got no standard for a woman. You just need to sit and
He
listen to
probably
me.
do know what
In
he's
my
looking
head, I can
for,
just I'm still gonna make
but
my point, y'all, regardless of him and his lack of, decisiveness, which I think is a characteristic of a leader and which is a good trait to have in a husband, decisiveness. But I will say this. It's crazy because you said financially stable. And like, I want to point out that we talking about the men, right? Because I know what you're going to do. Black men are at the bottom when it comes to finances. When it
Facts.
comes to mental health, black men are at the bottom when it comes to mental health. When it comes to education, they're at the bottom when it comes to education. Now, with all that being said, you know, I would assume that the men in our community would not deem themselves to be ready for marriage themselves. I'm not even, I'm leaving the women out of it, right? I ain't saying the women ain't choosing
Facts.
them, whatever, whatever. I think the men in our community don't think that they are ready for marriage. Would you agree with me?
No.
No, no.
No,
So
I
the
don't
men
agree.
think that they ready for marriage, even though they broke, they don't have an education, and they mental health is fucked up.
I think us as a whole is
No, no, no,
fucked up.
no. We're not talking about the women because we can talk about the women in a second. Give me a second. Let's talk about the men. Try not to do that because that's called a deflection. Let's try to talk about the men because you said it's my point and I want to talk about the men. So I think that the men know that they're not ready for marriage based on the qualities of husband material that they have in their head. They may not tell us. Y'all not gonna tell us out loud like y'all gonna front because y'all want coochie. Y'all want sex. Y'all want to fuck. And because that shows the lack of discipline, which is not a trait of a good trait of someone who's looking to be a leader and in turn a husband, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Um,
I land.
Go ahead. Bunny wanted to say something, but damn.
Okay, yeah. What I was about to say was when he had said after Miss Chanel, I believe that's what it says, or Callie, when she had asked when he's ready to be married, and he said when he's done slinging wiener, which I think is actually it's that's pretty gross. So my thing is, why do you expect a woman who may not have been out there to accept you and your community D because now you done messing up all these other women that you probably going to sit and complain about ain't shit because you didn't went and mess with their heart because you wanted to get your nuts off or whatever. Why should she accept you when how you treated the women you was slinging your wiener with basically shows her how you truly view women? That's number one. And then number two, also, you know oh my goodness, I'm like really disgusted by that, when you done slinging dick. And then she also asks you basic questions. What makes you a husband? And then everybody, I notice like a lot of men love to scream leadership, leadership, and don't even know what leadership is. You couldn't even give a leadership example, but yet just because you think you have a penis, that automatically makes you a leader. No, your genitalia does not make you a leader. That leadership is a skill you have to
But
cultivate.
that's you got to listen to what Lynn was just saying. They are negging. They are antagonistic. They're trying to get a response. They know they're not good partners. That's the thing. Like the reason why they say these things to us on our panels is to convince the women that they're worth a shot so that they can still have a chance. But they know they're not a good partner. They know that the stuff they talk about, they don't have. They know. They know they ain't got no goddamn money like that. They know they can't pass on generational wealth. They know it. The whole thing about it is them saying it to you and you believe in it. But if you stop focusing on like what other women are doing and trying to get validation of a man, you stop and you really listen. They know they fucked up. They know they aren't good partners. They know they shouldn't be fathers. They know it. We got to stop believing it.
And then I think it was a gentleman that might have left before saying that you're going to be lonely when you get older. Let me tell you about what goes on in the nursing home because I work in it, right? I just left. You talking about women when they get older, they going to be lonely. You don't have to be old to be in a nursing home no more because the nursing home demographic is no longer geriatric, it's young adults and older, middle-aged adults, right? And it's mostly men. The facility that I work at is 165 residents. Of the 165 residents, 106 of them are men. I've had assignments
Keep
to where there's
living,
nothing but men on that assignment because
keep
don't
living,
nobody
and that's
want
To
to
one
get
out of
deal.
dropped
how
again.
many?
You about to get dropped, and you gonna be back in the box waiting like a good boy if you don't shut up. Go ahead, Bunny. Finish up.
Okay, but yeah, how you won't believe how many men are thrown into these nursing homes as bariatric, double amputee, colostomy bag, the works, and they only in their 40s and 50s. So this whole women gonna be lonely in their 50s? No, because the nursing home ain't even mostly women no more. It's mostly men, and it's a lot of black men in these nursing homes, and these aides do not give a f about you. And that's why
He's
I'm
so
thinking that y'all
exactly.
trying to scare a lot of these women into getting into relationships is because you're projecting
You're
your own
comparing the bad
fears
ones. The
of
good
low.
ones are taken care of.
It
He'll be
has nothing
fine.
to do with being bad or
No,
good.
it's okay. Don't let him knock you off your square. He back in the box.
Alrighty, but yeah, it's a lot of men in these nursing homes nowadays, young men and middle aged men, and they definitely trying to convince women that the women are the ones that's going to be lonely when they get older. When women know how to form communities and friendships outside of romantic relationships, that's the fear that I'm noticing that men have because they're the ones that's more likely to unalive alone in nursing homes and assisted living and stuff like that. It's not the women, because women have somebody to come up and check up on them. Women is probably going to be like the golden girls and whatnot. And it's not to say that you have women in the nursing homes where don't nobody give a shit about them, but it's overwhelmingly men. So they really need to stop that scare tactic, because I already see where a lot of these men is about to head, and I can tell some of them probably gonna end up being my residents.
And then I just wanted to say, as someone who also worked with seniors before, say I saw the exact same thing. The male seniors, nobody ever visited them. There was no relatives, nobody ever came to check up on them, but the females always had relatives or just family, somebody coming to see them, because males, they're always horrible throughout their lives,
Not
like
females.
people in
You
their lives.
wildin'. Not females.
Hmm? I didn't hear you, but males in their lives always take the people in their lives for granted and treat them very bad. And then later, way later, they realize, oh man, like I messed up, because nobody ever comes to see them. Nobody cares because they tossed everybody away.
Well,
And that's
let
good
me
for
throw
Do
this
them.
y'all
out there. Let
understand
me
the
That's what
fact
hold
you
that
up. Let
you
get.
me
got women in the nursery
hold
home
up, hold up,
means
Pickman.
that
You can
they're
go back to the queue. Hold up. Let me throw this out there because there's actually a risk for women too, though, right? Because we always talk about the men because we throwing a shot back at them because that's the thing. They keep nagging, they throw themselves in it. You end up focusing on them so much. There are women who that will be the reality for. But you got to think about it. If your goal is to get married, to be with somebody, and you're projected to live about like a decade longer than them, who's supposed to take care of you after they're gone? And the problem with being male centered is that you're so focused on this partner that you're going to be giving all this devotion and labor to that you're not now as a woman where you should be nurturing your friendships in your community. You're no longer doing that because all your focus is going into this one person, because that's what happens over time. You end up losing your identity to this person.
Mm.
So there is a risk. So we have to also be honest about that. It's not that, oh, you don't, you could be in the nursing home too. Your chances of ending up in the nursing home by censoring him will actually increase, because he's not going to live as long as you are. He's not going to be able to nurse you back to health like you can. That's why they always say, well, you need the kids, you need the kids, you need the kids. And they feel like, oh, I did this because the kids could take care of you. I'm going to tell y'all, if y'all don't see how these kids are now turning their backs and saying, I'm not obligated to take care of my parents, and they will put your ass in that motherfucking home, and you don't see that, don't think that that's a security blanket, because he's not going to take care of you. So what you really should be doing is nurturing your community so you don't end up really alone.
Especially if you have a son, unfortunately. If you look at the numbers, women with sons get well, I'm pretty sure Bunny could she works at the nursing home. Women with sons are less likely to get receive visits than women with daughters that live in nursing homes. I know it sounds hard. I know you're not my baby, but yes, your baby
No, that's
too.
facts.
No, I
That's
feel
facts.
bad for them. That makes me
Hold up,
sad. And I'm not
hold up,
surprised.
hold
Who's
up,
surprised?
hold up. Go ahead,
Women that
Summer.
Hey everybody.
Hey.
Yeah, very, very true. And I've seen it at the nursing home. And also, like she was saying, a lot of people are very young at the nursing home. So don't assume that it's when you're 80, 90 years old. There are people at the nursing home, 57 years old, 55. For some reason, dementia is rampant in younger people, 62, whatever. And they don't have nobody, and nobody comes to see them. And And it's very true too that a lot of times if you get sick, you know, your husband is not going to take care of you. So what we see a lot of times as women is you'll have a friend and she'll be real close to you while she's single. Soon as she get a man, she disappear. She changed her politics, she changed her religion, she changed her thoughts, the way she talk, where she dressed, everything, and focus on that man. Then when that nigga treat her bad, here she come around again like, oh girl, I missed you, whatever. No, kick rocks. Okay, I know we should try to whatever, but you know, I'm really really sick of that. Like, you need to not lose your identity. You need to keep your community about you. And I'm starting to think maybe it is impossible. Maybe because of the way we're brought up and all the socialization and the way men are in the patriarchy, maybe we can't, because even the ones who get themselves back, most of us, you get a man you like a little bit, you lose yourself for a while. And then you're like, wait a minute, maybe you snap out of it. Like, I forgot I like to do this. I forgot I used to do that, whatever. But it's dangerous to be with them. And it's dangerous for community. And you don't know what's going to happen. I was just talking to a friend because most of us are being caregivers around my age, right? For our elderly parents, right? When our parents were our age, they weren't even having the health issues we're having because of the stress, the food, the bad air and water and stuff. A lot of us are having all these issues. We don't know what we gonna be like at 50 something. How many people in their 40s that you know had a full heart attack, all type of strokes and stuff? So you better build some community and you better have some kind of other plan in mind, because you can't trust that your kid's gonna take care of you. You can't trust that man gonna take care of you, and the government certainly ain't gonna take care of you. I
I also want to add that we also have to understand that a lot of these behaviors that we talk about, well, how would you respond to this behavior and then you did this or whatever, is literally brain chemistry. Like in certain situations, if you, that's what I said, it's important for me to say, shit, I'm a fucking pick me, because in a certain situation, yeah, I could be overly nurturing and forget myself. And that's a dangerous position to be in. Me personally, I don't want to put myself in that position. I'm not going to say I'm bigger than the program. I understand how I operate. And I think it's important for us to, okay, how are we going to protect ourselves? Because on the outside looking in, it always look like, oh, I wouldn't do that, I wouldn't do that. And we all do the same shit. A lot of people don't want to be honest about it, but we do the same shit. Hold up. Go ahead, DJ.
What's going on, y'all? 41 years old,
We
male.
don't need to know all that. We don't need to know all that.
Of course, 'cause y'all
What
know
you think
me.
about the pump?
Pick me behavior is dangerous because it trains women to think like men. It's absolutely not true.
Right.
You want me to explain why it's not true? Because men act like men. Men need to act like men. Women need to act like women. The issue in today's society is that women are trying to be leaders. That is a man's role. You can't be a leader within yourself, because what are you going to lead?
Men don't need shit though. So
Men
We
does need,
we
listen,
lead the world
we
that we
need,
live in. What are you talking
hold on,
about?
go ahead, hold on.
Hold up. Cause y'all gotta stop falling for the bullshit. He ain't fucking saying nothing.
I
Go
am
ahead and
saying a
finish your
lot.
point.
Go ahead.
No, you didn't say nothing.
Wow,
Go
this is
ahead and
crazy.
finish
This
talking
is
so we can open
unbelievable
up
for
the
Okay.
our
floor.
women, boy. This is the
Okay.
reason
I
why
know.
we destructive.
Matt, you gotta
Exactly.
go. You
Hold on.
gotta
Hold on.
go.
Don't
No,
let
no,
him
no, no,
back
no,
up
no,
here. I
no, no,
don't know
no.
you. No,
You can't come
don't
back
let him
up
back up
because you
here.
don't know how to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, he playing. Like that's too many chances for anybody. Finish your point, sir.
Okay. Now, the point of life is love, happiness, joy, peace. You can't get that by yourself, especially when no, listen, you can't
What
get
is
that.
love?
Oh
What
my
is
Lord.
love?
Okay. So you want me to tell you? Love, real love is sacrifice. Real love is making someone happy. Real love is loving others
No,
like you love you.
that's not love. You
Agape
don't know what
love.
love is. You don't know what love is.
Okay, look
You
up
told
agape
you
love.
said no. What? All right. So do you love yourself?
I love myself, but I love God more.
So no, hold up. What does it look like to love yourself?
What it look like to love yourself is to take care of yourself, not be by yourself. To take care of yourself so you can be better enough to be with someone else, so
So
you
you
can
don't
take
know what
care of
love
them.
is. You don't
so
know what
how do
love
you do
is.
that? How do you take care of yourself?
Real love is selfless. Selfish love is ego.
So he's so busy trying to talk at women. He don't realize he don't love himself.
I do love myself. This is why I'm here.
And you might also like yourself too close. Like you might like your own gender. Like just to just putting it out there.
No, he don't love himself.
Why
I don't
don't
know.
I love
Maybe
myself?
I don't know. Maybe you might be attracted to the same gender.
No, it's not. It's not a same gender thing. That's what I'm saying. He don't love himself.
Why?
He can't even describe what it look like.
Okay. That means I don't love myself.
Yeah,
If
exactly what it means.
if I'm describing something what it looks like, that means I do
Yeah,
love myself
no,
because
you
I
didn't
know.
describe what self love. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You start talking about a second person. You don't love yourself. That's why you can't describe it.
Okay, self love
Crazy
again
because
is
when I asked the other dude what makes a man ready to be a husband, he said, a woman. he said, the good qualities of a man
ask
only
me.
can be determined if a woman is in the picture.
Ask me what makes a man.
No, you don't love yourself. Why would we want to ask you anything?
Now we don't want to ask. Now we're not gonna ask you. You don't know nothing about that.
Of course, because you don't want to be convinced.
It's clear we're the leaders. Like they can't. He said the whole point of it was to get somebody else to love
Self
yourself, so he could get somebody else.
triangulation.
Yeah, this, so I can procreate with them, so we can have a community like we're
Ew.
supposed to. Can't die alone.
Ew. Nobody
You
wants
Okay,
can.
that.
but you hold
Can
up. Why
Listen,
would
listen.
somebody want to hold up, sir. You don't love yourself. That shit is sad. Why should anybody create life with a nigga who don't fucking love himself? What could you
Agape love.
offer? Hold up. You can't offer nobody shit, let alone a
Agape
child.
love.
You don't love yourself, sir. You just throwing a word around like y'all say leadership.
I hope you don't have
Okay,
kids.
again,
Yo, I hope you don't
I
have
do have
you don't
kids.
have kids.
I got
Oh
3 kids.
gosh.
And that's sad.
That's
Look at
That's
my
sad.
page. Yeah,
No,
isn't
no,
it?
no,
Look,
no, no, no. That's
look at
no,
sad.
I
my
don't want
Yeah,
that.
page.
you.
You'll see
No, no, no. And y'all
my
love to
kids.
talk
You'll see
about.
how
Y'all love to
happy they
show
are.
up. No, no, no. That's why the kids
Of
is
course
on the
you.
fucking page. That's why you got the kids on the page. That's why the dude said, "Look at my girl on the page," because y'all don't think y'all enough. That's why you got a nigga with yellow teeth with a fake chain on nagging us, because y'all don't think y'all enough. That's the thing. At the end of the day, y'all don't fucking love yourselves. You don't like yourselves. Y'all don't like each other, and y'all project all that shit on us. That's the thing. Y'all, even when y'all goals is to be with another person who hopefully can show you enough humanity that you feel like one.
Oh
So
my
if you got
gosh.
children, sir, that's sad. That's not a flex. It's
How
fucking
is that
sad.
sad? Wow.
It's sad to be
Wow.
kids, bro.
I never. Wow.
They have a father like you. You are
Listen.
very ignorant.
Hold on. Hold on. Listen to me, young women. Please
No, don't
stop
try.
getting
No, no,
led
no, no,
astray
no, no,
by
no.
women.
Don't young us. No, no, no. Sir, you don't love yourself. You can't give us any advice about anything. You don't know yourself. You don't know shit about yourself. That's the problem. Y'all motherfuckers lack self-awareness. You lack any knowledge about yourself. You don't care about yourself. Y'all preach stuff that you heard other people say because you live in survival mode. And y'all got the nerve to come to women and try to tell us anything? You can't tell us shit. Y'all can't tell us shit.
Again, how do I not love myself?
No, 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 no. The fact that you asking me, I would never have to ask somebody that question. I would never have to ask a person that fucking question.
Choosing me. I'm asking you how.
No, you don't.
No,
Otherwise,
no,
you wouldn't even be
no.
asking that.
Yeah, we not answering shit for him. That nigga don't love himself. Period. That's it. He don't fucking love himself. That's what that. When
I'm a
y'all come up
DJ.
here and hold up, when y'all come up here and in 0.3 seconds, like you say, y'all, we already know who you married to, who live in your household, how many kids you got, what's in your resume, how much money in your bank account, because you don't think you're enough. That's why people do that. I'm gonna come in this room and I got this y'all and I got this y'all because I don't feel like I'm enough. That's what happens. And then you want to tell women that we need to do anything to get you, which is crazy. You always gonna be at a negative listening to a man. Cause y'all conditioned to be broken. And y'all don't have the crazy part is we have all the information, we have all the data and the statistics to say that y'all broken, but the way y'all ego works, we can't do shit about it. We can't do nothing about it.
Can I?
Y'all keep fucking hold up, hold up, nigga. You don't love yourself. Shut the fuck up. At the end of the day, we can't do nothing about it because y'all fucked up. That's why I say like some trauma. I'm sorry, it's done. You fucked. You're fucked. You're a feral animal living amongst some domesticated people. That's what it's come down
We done.
to. Hold up. No, you're done. You're done, nigga. Go write down some affirmations and learn to love your bitch ass. Like, what the fuck is you talking about?
I just want to point out something, Tara. Loving yourself to them is a concept.
Mhm.
Yeah, they don't understand it. They don't really know what it means to love yourself. Like, to them, it's like some made up thing. They don't see. I just want to say, like, do you see? They don't see themselves as a person. Like, you're a person. You deserve love and nurture. And like, oh, you might have hobbies, blah blah. Like, they never really
No, that's
dive
not
in.
it either. No,
It's because
no, that's not it either.
they
Hold
don't
up,
know who they.
pause. That's hold up. That ain't it either. Once you say you should deserve or something, you looking outward. That ain't it either. I'm gonna be honest. A lot of people don't love themselves. A lot of people don't love themselves. So no,
Yes.
once you start talking about self love and loving yourself, and then you start mentioning other people, we ain't got nowhere. That's not how that works.
They don't. I was gonna say they don't love themselves, Zia, because they don't know themselves. A lot of men have never learned who they are. If you know, there's men that have never ever been single for more than a month, more than a couple of days. There's men that have never been single for more than a day, that have been with one woman, cheated on her, and then moved on to that woman, cheated on her, moved on to that woman, cheated on her. Men that have never ever ever been single because they can't stand being alone with themselves. That's why when women get up here and they tell their celibacy stories or they tell their abstinence stories and they're like, well, I've been abstinent for 5 years. I've been celibate for 6 years. I've been celibate for 10 years. They can't even conceive being celibate for 3 months. They can't even conceive being celibate for 1 month because they can't conceive being alone with themselves. They don't know themselves. They don't laugh with themselves. They don't understand themselves. So how can you love yourself if you don't even know yourself? That's one of the journeys that a lot of women go through when they're having like a self-discovery is celibacy, is being single, because in order to learn yourself, understand yourself, and go through that journey, you have to be alone. You have to understand, what's my humor like? What kind of, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what's my humor? What's my deepest thoughts? Can you be alone with yourself? That's how
No,
you
I know
know.
exactly what you mean.
They don't
That's
like
why
themselves.
they say, but that's why they're afraid of unalive and alone. That's the biggest fear for them. That's why I'm saying it's a projection. Like unalive and alone is not a fear. Like what the fuck is you talking about? What are you talking about? Like if I got my phone charged up, I got my little snacks, I'm good, and I get a cat. What the fuck is you talking about?
But with women is a little different because we have sisters, we have somebody always, family, cousins, whatever. But with men, they're always driving people away, so they're always alone usually. So I worked in a senior home. So the male seniors are just always alone. No one ever came to visit them. And that's what it meant. Like, so I have a sister who's kind of like the opposite. So what you were talking about, you were saying never been alone, never been like just never had a day without a
Yes.
relationship, just
Yeah,
always.
but you gotta understand, women are chased after their whole motherfucking lives. Somebody always wants something from us. You telling me you gonna leave me the fuck alone and I get to have some peace? That's what I'm saying. That's the difference. That's what I'm saying. Them motherfuckers been chasing their whole lives, and the biggest fear is that they're not gonna catch shit. But it's different when you've been chased your whole motherfucking life. Leave me the fuck alone.
True, true.
It's the
Want
other
to
way
say something?
around. Men love themselves way more than women do. I don't know where
No,
you came
no,
from with
that's not
that.
true.
You guys are the
Hold
most
up. Tell us
insecure
how that's the
beings on the
case.
planet.
Tell us how.
Tell-
How do men love themselves?
Because we do. I love myself because I take care of my health. I am very secure in my body. Y'all don't. Y'all change everything about
So
yourselves.
notice I talk about self love. Hold up. I'm about to drop the pen anyway. Notice I talked about self and everything he said. It goes to tangible shit. You ain't tricking nobody, sir. You don't know what the fuck you saying either. You at the gym and you did a meal plan? No, nigga. That's tangible shit. Y'all always trying to think y'all gonna trick us to think y'all understand something or conceptualize something. It's a no. Y'all niggas don't like yourselves.
Everything is a concept to him. That's what I was saying. So the concept of self love is the concept of leadership, and they think that they have it just because they know that it's a concept, and it's just simply untrue. Um, yeah.
And then
Yeah, he
also
thought
in their
he thought
own
he
life.
had it. He thought he had it. And look at Curry
And then
bitch
in
ass
their
want to come
own
up here
lives,
to get valid. Curry, you
they
not coming up here to get validation.
so in their own
Put the
lives
link to the comment.
oh sorry. But in their
Now I'm
own
about to
lives they
drop
see
y'all. Hold on
sorry,
real quick.
sorry.
No, that's what I'm about. No, you alright. Come back tomorrow. We been here long enough. No, nigga, you ain't coming up here. He done look online at AI and now he feel like he got the answer. Absolutely not. But thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for engaging in the support. I gotta upload some lives on YouTube. If you're not following my YouTube, is at terra.js. I'm gonna go. I'll probably put a couple up on there tomorrow. I don't know why y'all in the queue.